That's okay.
Hmm.
We'll be all right.
He'll come back.
Mm-hmm.
Did you already start?
Well, the music playing, the intro's going.
Oh, that's what okay. And the Twitch people are watching us.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Twitch people. 8 seconds.
Oh.
Okay,
Yay.
we're coming back.
Oh, coming
Okay,
back.
we're coming on. You've got a lot of background noise tonight, Andrea.
Really?
You do. Let's see
It's the
here.
bird outside.
No, white noise, background noise, and it's not just. Anyhow, welcome to Monday, July 24th episode of Talk of the Tavern. I'm Travis Sivart, your host. Tonight we'll be discussing naturalism and nudism. Now, it seems. I got my vices tonight. So tonight I brought Andrea's creme de vanilla al agave Kama Sutra aphrodisiac vanilla cream tequila.
It's National Tequila Day.
Hey, here's the tequila. I know.
Yes.
See, it's my picture is weird over here. But it's okay on Twitch, but anyhow. And I will be smoking some autumn evening in a Savinelli chimney stack here. One of my favorite pipes. It's such a good smoker.
It's very pretty.
See, I thought about tonight, since we're doing au natural and whatnot, to go ahead
Mm-hmm.
and bring like my natural pipes, my all wood one and corn cobs, and bring my um, moonshine, which is the closest thing to raw alcohol. What?
You brought that pipe because that's the only wood you can have exposed at the store, right?
How you doing? So,
Sitting in the front window.
yeah, yeah. Not to mention, Twitch is thinks, okay, I got to get off Twitch here because that thing is freaking me out. It's yeah, I keep on seeing us moving, so yeah.
Yeah, it's the delay.
Let's see who all we got on the discussion here tonight. Ed posted our talk at the tavern. So who do we have
I'm
tonight? What are you
drinking
guys
Pete's
drinking?
coffee.
You're drinking what coffee?
Pete's.
Who's Pete?
Pete. He makes awesome coffee.
Oh, okay. We are missing Kevin because he's not feeling well. We told him to get the hell over it, come in anyway, but apparently he passed out and disregarded everything, our needs and whatnot. Um,
Like he does.
and Ed is just having technical issues. So Andrea and I here will discuss things until Ed gets in, and we'll just roll with the show. And worst case scenario is we'll just take off our clothes.
I'm naked under all my clothes.
I'm not.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So,
That happened.
so besides Pete's coffee, you got any other vices you doing tonight?
Um, I'm not playing Sims. Nope.
Oh, you know what I need? From our listeners who's either on the Facebook event page or in Twitch or Twitter or wherever you want, I need. See, I'm wondering if my internet is
Pete.
having a hiccup. I need a game I can play on my phone or tablet that I can play offline. Now, I like puzzle games like the Pop the Bubbles or Match 3, but I've also been enjoying this game called Everwing lately, where you're just a fairy with like little dragons and you blow shit up. That's been really
I do
fun.
that.
What?
I do that. I win.
You did that? You won? Nice. Let's see.
I'm always winning.
See, I'm trying to. My screen is bigger than my thing.
Yeah, it is.
You know what I mean? um.
Haha.
Okay. So let's do an opening toast here. Oh, hold on. Hold on.
Add him again.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to, but I gotta do this, and then I gotta do
Fred, we
this,
miss you.
and I gotta do this. Everybody Twitch behind the scenes gets to see my thing.
Yeah, they do. Ed's supposed to be in charge of the show tonight because he knows all about the nudism. It's what
He's
he does.
he's the big man on campus, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, he is.
Nee,
So,
nee, nee.
are you getting
Okay.
it?
I'm trying to add Ed again, and he's not coming in.
Come on, Ed. Where are you?
Eddie!
Hmm.
I know, you're telling me. Telling me, Oh, it failed.
What? Hmm.
Let's see here. Okay. So, while we're
I
waiting.
added him.
Okay, I added him also. Um, so while we're waiting for him to catch up and get in, anything
Mhm.
interesting happened this week?
Yes. Now I'm trying to remember what it was.
Your booby squishing?
Oh, that happened last Monday. I talked about that. Everything's good though.
Good.
Oh,
Hey,
there's
oh my
Ed.
God, what did you just put on the camera, Ed?
I'm on my iPad. My computer just totally took a dump.
Stupid computer.
Yeah, damn thing.
So you're gonna prop it up like you told us that other guy did?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
try. Oh well, no, not like that. No,
So you're gonna keep messing with your computer, try to get it working?
no. I just closed the damn thing. Can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Yep.
yeah, you're fine. You're fine.
Okay.
So what vices do you have with you tonight?
His penis.
That's all.
That's not a vice, that's a hammer.
Oh,
That's everybody's voice.
Bold Rock Citrus Beer,
Nice. Citrus beer?
cider, whatever the hell they want to call the shit.
Okay. Okay. So how is it? Citrusy?
I I like it, but they only make it like summertime, so it's hard to get year round. But I really like it. I wish they would make it year round because it's
Now,
tasty.
is it orange citrus or lemon citrus?
It's lemon.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, I'm using my Fat Boys ashtray. See, I was telling Andrea, I was thinking about bringing in like moonshine because it's the closest thing to natural alcohol that I have, and my corn cob pipe and my all wood pipe and all that. But then I said, screw it, and I brought in the Kama Sutra cream tequila and then a Savinelli. So it's all good. We were just about to do the toast.
Oh, toast. Good.
Okay, let's see here. Yeah, I don't think I have actually two things that are glass. Oh, I put my tequila in this glass because I felt like it was the best glass for the job.
Hmm.
Because yeah,
It's disco.
it's like a fucking party right there. Okay, so
You're
here's to getting naked.
Woohoo!
here. Yay, naked. Oh, speaking of naked, here's Kato.
That stuff is
Hey,
good.
hey, I didn't get it posted. So what the hell is everybody drinking tonight? And are you naked?
Okay,
I'm
here,
making up
tell you
my
what, I'll
clothes.
post it.
You want me to sit down?
Give me a second. You guys talk about your week. I'm gonna post this picture asking what people drink.
My week, I worked on the damn house again. I don't do anything but work on the damn house. So yeah,
Oh,
that was short.
are you happy with it?
Yeah, it's coming along.
So is it a good week?
Rough week.
Rough week? You get a lot
Yeah.
done?
Oh yeah. And still chugging along.
Chug, chug, chug.
Yay.
Hmm.
So I know you did the floors. What'd you do this week?
Still working on the floors. We're doing the whole house.
Man, that's gonna whip you.
Uh,
Yeah, whooping my ass.
Yeah, I did all the floors in my house, even though it was Pergo, and yeah, man, that
I helped.
gets tiring. Yeah,
I helped, and then I left.
yeah. Ah,
I helped by leaving.
you never even were there during that.
That's how she helped.
Hmm. So,
No,
nothing interesting for everybody this week?
I forgot what I did. I don't remember. I really, wow. I worked. So exciting.
I went to a historical meeting of a historical society. That's what I did this weekend.
What you learn?
Um, actually about Menachem, which is the house of Francis Lee Lightfoot, one of the signers of the Declaration of Independence. He and his brother, the only siblings to sign the Declaration of Independence, basically his house fell into ruins because in the 60s a house fell on it. And they're looking at redoing it, but instead of
No, a tree fell on the house, not a house fell on it.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. He's out of the 7 people in Virginia who has signed the Declaration of Independence legally, and when it actually was being done, as opposed to vandalizing it last week or something. Not saying I did. His is the only house that hasn't been restored, and instead of fully restoring it, they want to do a little something different. So they're going to restore what is still standing of the house, and the rest of the house they're going to build out of glass. So you can actually see how the houses were built back then and set up and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah.
Tell everybody the question that was asked about that. Birds.
Oh, yeah, the guy says, yeah, the first question we always get is, how are you going to clean the bird poop off the roof, the glass roof? He's like, we don't even know yet. Oh, my goodness. Okay, so this group that I'm part of, the Fat Boys, apparently this weekend, I don't even know why, because I wasn't online a lot this weekend, but they decided to post pictures of paint yourself or paint me like one of your French girls, which means naked pictures of themselves. Like that classic on your belly, feet in the air. Like we fucking take pictures of babies like this. They were taking pictures of Frankie just posted in the Facebook event page with the photo he took. That's hilarious. I don't know if he's listening, but well done, Frankie. Is that a dildo behind him? Hold on, let me just zoom in here. I think that's a big white dildo on the shelf behind him. Everybody's leaning in to look now, aren't they?
It's like a photo bomb.
Wow.
Let me make sure I just thank him.
We'll all thank him.
Love the dildo on the shelf behind you. I don't know if that's a statement or a command. Anyhow, let me close the ad here and come over here. Say hello to all our viewers on Twitch.
So I guess he's listening, huh?
Nah, I just posted that they should come join us just before the show started, so I don't know if he's actually listening.
I gotta change screens. That's just staring at me now.
Just refresh it. Sonar said hello. Von Hegner said he's sucking down seltzer.
Nice.
And then there's some Ian and Pish. Psh, psh. That's the sound urine makes when it hits the toilet bowl. Psh.
Oh my goodness.
Nothing but net.
Don't pee on the nets.
There's a net. You might like it.
Yeah, that's true. Hell, she might pay extra for that shit. Or piss.
You have to pay extra for shit.
Hold on, Frankie has responded because I thanked him for putting... Oh no, I guess that's an old thing. Anyhow. Okay. I don't think anything else interesting happened over the past week, did it?
Hummingbirds.
Oh, yeah, we have like a hummingbird armada. I put up some hummingbird feeders a month ago or more, and we had 1 or 2, and then we had 3. Head fell down. And then this past weekend, for some reason, we now have like 7. And they're like fighting with each other over the hummingbird feeders. It's like our own little teeny pixie gladiator arena. It's pretty awesome. I'm loving it.
Cats like it.
Oh, the cats are very appreciative about their new show, which apparently is Hummingbird Arena. Frankie replied that there's no dildos here, but great imagination. I guess he just imagines dildos?
Mm-hmm.
I'm picturing a dildo for you. Not
Anything
an
could be a
ordinary
dildo if you're imaginative. think that's what he meant.
Probably. So we got the hummingbirds, we got the historic society. Oh, but yeah, the build a house out of glass. Okay, covered that. I think that's all I've got. I don't think it was a very active week.
Didn't you have like 3 stories on the cover?
Oh, last week, yeah. The newspaper I'm writing freelance articles to only publishes once a week, and the 2 stories that I submitted for the paper that came out last Wednesday were both on the front page and both above the fold. So, for whatever that's worth, I'm sure the old standbys hate me now because I'm awesome and above their fold.
Don't drink all of that.
That's a party cup.
It's National Tequila Day.
Oh,
Mm-mm-mm.
thought it was yesterday.
Well, it's today.
Mm-mm.
Uh-huh.
Hold on, I'm busy drinking tequila.
It's radio. You got to speak.
You guys can talk. That's why there's 3 of us.
What? I
Let
don't
me
know what
light my
Ed's
pipe
doing.
here.
He's fixing something.
It sounds like. Oh wait, I heard clanking on a bowl. I guess that's you two. What the hell are you eating? Oatmeal?
Mm-mm.
Ancient Chinese secret.
Egg and rice.
Okay.
Eggs and rice. It's really good. Okay.
Oh, okay. So Ian is saying the females are very aggressive toward the males since they're the ones feeding the little ones. We have a feeder outside. Ian, do you know? I see. I meant to like Google hummingbird eating habits, because I'm very curious if the brightly colored ones are the males, right? Anybody know?
For most birds, it is, yeah.
I thought it was for that also. Oh, somebody else approved the post. Who approved the
I did.
post? Oh, okay.
I did.
Are you on your computer and your tablet?
Yeah,
Okay. So you got like 14 things running.
yeah.
Good for you. Good for you. Okay, hold on. Frankie responded again. Let's see. Let's see
Uh-oh.
what he said. Maybe he's listening.
Uh-oh.
I think Frankie is listening. He says, good. See, I'm getting quite the gratitude.
From the dildo?
Not from the dildo.
Dildos can be very appreciative if you put Google eyes on them and felt ears.
Wait, now there's ears? That's just weird.
You have something to hold on to.
That's right.
Wiggly.
So anyhow, and
Google
then apparently Von Hegner has a new YouTube channel. Here,
Oh.
I'll pull this up here. And, oh yeah, it's his initials, so I'm guessing that is actually him. He's got 7 subscribers so far. And Ramblings of an Aspie trapped on the wrong planet. Come join me as I explore everything while visiting this strange world. Like the logo, it's a little jester cap. So, I will have to look at this later because, you know, I'm busy running a show. But awesome. Very good. We will share that around, sir. And I'm still waiting for the comment from Ian on his...
What the hell?
What? What happened?
I clicked on something.
Uh-huh.
Extreme Ghost Hunter Adventure Lab. Paranormal Halloween tips. It's
That's
Dildo
fun.
Theater.
What? Von Hegner did Dildo Theater?
They dress dildos up and now they're like,
Oh my gosh.
Maybe I could just turn the sound down. And...
I have the sound off, but what?
Oh, that is great.
That?
I gotta turn the sound on first.
Hello. Come on, Aunt Hildy and
They're
Aunt
witches.
Sildy. Let's finish casting
That-
this spell so I can go out with Wowie.
Wow. Wow. All right.
There's a character named Wowie on there.
I could see that. He's probably the big one.
Okay, that was fun.
Okay. I
Thanks
will
for that.
have to, apparently. Okay, no,
What?
I will have to look at this later.
Uh-huh. You
What?
will.
What are
Everybody
these?
should look at it.
I guess so. Anyhow, okay. So I guess everybody stated their vices. Everybody talked about what they did this week, which is work and not much else. Yeah, I guess we can go into a song, come back with the topic then, right?
Yay!
Sorry. Suck down a piece of tobacco, if you know what I mean.
Ew. So what's
Okay.
the song?
The song, what do we got first? Oh, Joan Osborne, Let's Just Get Naked. Be back.
Woohoo!
And just so everybody knows, that is like a 5-minute song.
All right, I'm gonna go find a power cord.
Okay, sir.
Hmm. Hmm.
Good thing he had pants on.
Are you watching the video?
No, I'm watching my layout here. I need to know why my screen is bigger than my screen.
Did you rub it?
Not yet. But I might. By the way, who is on our Twitch channel tonight, guys? And if you're just a lurker, no big deal, no problem. Hello to you too. But if you're somebody we know or somebody that wants to be known, drop a hello in the chat thing there. I am going to go try to fix my display setting on the second screen. Nope, don't want to do that. Let's go with this. Oh, that's better. Why are you two staring at each other? What's going on over there?
What?
Talking about doing our nails.
That's masturbation, right? Doing your nails?
Close.
For a chick, it's totally different if it's a dude. Well, unless if it's anal masturbation. Oof.
How can you masturbate your own anus?
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 An-
Uranus?
What, you can't reach your ass? How do you wipe?
I can, but why?
Not everybody has nails like you.
Why would you want to put your finger in your own ass?
Yeah,
I don't know.
She does. Not with those nails, though.
I don't want to put my finger in my own ass.
She wants other people to do it. And this is what you get for Twitch.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's not.
Now I'm looking at Twitch and there's a large chunk of it missing. What is up with you, OBS? Come here, OBS. Let's fix you.
Obi-Wan, save us! Wrong one?
Who knows? Let's do. Was it Alt? Is that what moves that? Oh my god. Now I'm moving the whole screen.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Sonar posted moobs.
Is it moves like Jagger?
No, but you know the moob thread, they may be starting that.
Damn them. Is it control? I don't know. They can deal with it. Oh, where are we at here? Oh, we still got another 2 minutes.
Golly, it took her a long time to get naked.
What? Moves. You know what? Let's do this. Let's tag Ricky in there and Jake.
Not from State Farm, the other one. Did you do it?
Hey, think Jake got married.
What?
He's got like on his profile picture is a bride and groom kissing. Hold on, it's got a
What does that have?
photography and design. I don't know. It could be him. It could be. Maybe he's a photographer. I don't know. Oh, it says married. Did Jake get
Oh, well, then it
married?
probably is him.
Good for him. Victoria is drinking root beer.
Hmm.
And will be naked soon. She was hot at work today. She's hot every day. Where are we at? Oh, okay. So we got 40 seconds.
Okay.
Ed, did you get your power cord?
Yeah.
So you're gonna work on getting the other thing fixed? Do you need us to run interference for a little bit?
I don't know how long that's going to take. So if you can hear me okay, we'll
We
just
can hear you.
go this way. All
Okay.
right.
And when you got to switch over, let us know. We'll switch you over. Oh, hold on. We're coming back. Haha!
Yay.
We're back, and we're ready for the topic of, what is it, nudism and naturalism, or naturalism and nudism?
Naked.
Oh, actually, I should have pointed out that was a typo. It should
What?
be naturism and nudism, not naturalism.
Oh,
Naturalism, people that study plants and animals and shit. That's boring. Getting naked is a whole lot more fun.
That's why I couldn't find stuff on it. I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, autocorrect.
All right.
gotcha. Okay.
Whatever. They're taking pictures
So
of it.
it's what instead?
Naturism.
Okay, take out the that. Make sure I got it spelled right. Now let's go fix that shit. You talk, Ed. I will fix stuff. Ed's in charge today. He's running the joint.
Yeah, Travis in charge of the show because I don't talk much. So this is probably going to be a very, very short show. Get naked, y'all. You know, what more can you say? Just get naked, y'all. The common misconception about naturism and nudism is that it's about sex. It's not really about sex. Not really. Sure, do I like looking at tits and ass? Absolutely. But that's not why I do it.
And tallywhackers.
Many people describe it as a freeing experience.
So let's talk about that for a minute.
Let's talk about that.
So now I have done nudism. Make sure I'm saying this right. Naturism. I've been naked before in groups of people. I've lived in a household where we all did it, and even actually with you, Ed, have been to events for this sort of thing. What's that? Yeah, we did play basketball with that one really nerdy guy.
So is there a no dunking rule?
Jump shots.
No, yeah, well, you know.
I tell you what, as a guy,
my balls did get stuck in the net once.
And he didn't even
Does
jump.
it hurt to run around like that? Everything flopping though?
No.
I know for women, if you got big boobs and you run, it hurts.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
It's I think when naked it jiggles just as much as it does in underwear, unless if you are just wearing some tight damn underwear.
I don't remember what it's like to wear underwear.
Is that because you're old or it's been that long?
It's been that long.
Wow.
Everything with you is that long. Damn it, man.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, so
you were saying.
Hold on. So, Sonar is posting pictures of. Did he Did he drool on his chest? Are those two liquid drips? God, I hope it's drool. God, I hope it's drool.
Got juice on his chest, and.
Oh. Okay.
Anyhow.
Now, the better question is, what are you vaping?
Oh, no. Sonar. Okay. So, Do you, Ed, how old were you when you first did,
Social nudism.
yeah,
I was in my 30s, mid 30s.
okay. So did you find it freeing?
Um, uh, uh, I had been a home nudist for a long time
Hmm.
before then, um, and it was just a matter of internet and wow, okay. Everybody had always heard of the nudist compound or whatever back in the day, from the 70s, 60s sort of thing. And I didn't really know that people really got together to experience social nudism. And running across it on the internet, it's like, hey, let's hook up with these people and see what it's all about. I won't really say, um, gosh, by that time in my life, I won't really say I found it freeing. Probably found it freeing when I first started home nudism. Uh, it was just looking for like-minded people. So,
See, I remember the first time I did it. I guess I was probably 18 or 19. My roommate Ron and his girlfriend Sheree. And by the way, she was a cutie, little strawberry blonde with little perky titties. And we all decided to do this, and we did it at the dinner table. And we were eating, I
Hmm.
remember pork chops, mashed potatoes, and corn,
and
because
no applesauce.
no applesauce. But we all got naked at the table after discussing it. And of course, the only one of us that was visible with anything was Sheree and her breasts. And Ron went, Travis, just look at her breast. You know you want to, you know you're gonna, you might as well do it right now and get it over with. I'm like, cool, because yes. Um, that was the longest we ever sat at the damn dinner table after we were done eating. And
Walk away.
we eventually did, but not before there was kernels of corn and pubes and stuff like that. And then we finally got up, and it was all very comfortable. Until a few months later, Ron was very sick, still doing nudism, diarrhea, not pretty.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Did he
Yeah.
put a towel down?
No, he was on my sleeping bag when he did it too.
Ew.
Ooh.
Thanks for sharing that.
Yeah, you're welcome. Here's the dangers of nudism. Somebody gets the shits.
Shit on these walls, Ray.
Don't shit on the walls, Ray.
See, now Ian just posted, I was a naturist for about 3 years of my Scadian days. That's SCA. Lost its thrill for me after a while. Then my wife gave birth and we decided it was wiser to start wearing clothes again.
Hmm.
Questions from the mundanes would have been awkward, and now I live with my mother again. I'm not getting naked around her. Well, she should be naked if you're a Ferengi. Um, but I never found it thrilling. After that, getting up from the dinner table and doing the dishes, there wasn't a thrill about it because it wasn't sexual. And I've been to sex parties where some people run around naked or other people run around in gimp masks or whatever. And even those aren't necessarily, I guess for some people it's a thrill, but for me it's
Tuesday.
no different from any other party except what people are
Yeah.
wearing or not.
For me, it was natural state, relaxing, calming. Um, the philosophy within the nudist community itself is about acceptance
Hmm.
because they think you look at the person sitting across from you, um, you can see their faults if there's any. Okay. Whereas when we're wearing clothes, we hide shit. We wear labels. There's once you're nude, there's no label to wear
There's
really.
piercings.
Well, and funny you bring that up. That was one of the things I was going to talk about later in the show. Um, Social nudism for me, as far as organized
Hmm.
with clubs and so forth, has lost its appeal to me because there's all these rules.
Okay.
It's like, why is there a rule about women can't wear nipple piercings
What?
or you can't wear piercings?
Why?
Right.
Is
You
that
can't
actually a
wear piercings.
rule?
Yeah, in a lot of clubs it is. Not all the way across the board, but a lot of clubs it is. They don't want you to wear nipple piercings for women, or they don't want you to wear any piercings in your private parts. And I can remember early on when I first got started in social nudism in my 30s, questioning that, saying, okay, if the idea is that we're all equal and there's nothing wrong with our bodies and there's not supposed to be anything sexual about it, what's the difference in looking at someone's piercing on a nipple or in the private parts and admiring that, and looking at an earring or a
I was
necklace
just
or a
about to
ring
ask. I mean, do
and
they have to
admiring
take out earrings for a
it.
lip ring?
No, no, and that's the ridiculous part about it. The rules. It's like, okay, you guys are just like everybody else, really.
Do you have to cover tattoos with medical tape? Because frankly, I
Don't
love
have,
to look at tattoos. And there's been
yeah.
times where I've stopped people and, can I take a look at your tattoos? Because I don't want to just be awkward staring at them across the room. I want to appreciate
Now,
the art.
and yes, Ed Von Hegner, I have seen Prince Alberts and Jacob Ladders at some nudist venues that I've been at, but a number of the clubs, at least 10, 15 years ago when I was active in social nudism, they didn't allow piercings because they felt like it drew attention to those parts of the body. Well, what's the big deal if it does, if we're all the same?
See,
Go
also,
ahead.
there's a form of expressionism. That's like saying everybody has to have the same haircut, or
Right.
you are or aren't allowed to trim
Hey,
your pubes or shave your chest or legs or armpits. You know,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I myself, I like certain piercings. I do find them interesting to say the least. Um, and that includes, nipple and genital piercings. Other piercings also. There's some I'm not a fan of. I saw, a guy, he had the piercing that went below his collarbone and came back out the other side after going underneath his collarbone. And that I'm just like, you're freaking me out, man.
Ouch.
Yeah, I mean, good for you. I'm not offended by it, but I, I'm having an issue staring at it.
Actually,
Yes.
Ian, I've been there.
Oh, where you been? What do you say?
Posted at Sunny Rest Nature's Park in Pennsylvania. I've been there.
Okay.
Hmm.
He
Oh,
posted Sunny
well,
Rest. Is it? It sounds like a retirement home. It's not a bunch of old naked people, is it?
Could be.
funny you bring that up. Most people that start nudism are 45 and older.
Really?
wow.
Yeah.
I guess that's because they don't care anymore.
They get the kids out of the house. That's
Well,
about the age that most people start getting the kids out of the house. Now what we're going to do with our lives? Let's go get naked and hang out with people.
yeah. See, it doesn't bother me, but it not necessarily a draw for me. It'd be one of those things. Now, as a pale guy, being out in the sun, hmm, that doesn't necessarily appeal to me. But of course, being in any kind of shaded area, it's good either way. What? Wait, what?
Hmm.
What?
Sonar says I'll strut around my apartment in my boxers most of the time, but there'll be times I'll go full Monty while cleaning my place. I think that's the time I'd actually want clothes because I just don't want the dirt, dust, and extra things getting in moist cracks and crevices.
Just be
But you don't
careful
have
of the vacuum
laundry to
cleaner hose.
do. All you got to do is hop in the shower and boom, it's gone.
Yeah, yeah.
Looking out for nature and everything, not doing laundry and putting all that bad soap back into the ground and everything.
Yeah,
So.
yeah.
Yeah, the laundry factor is big.
I'm just imagining surprising my son. We're cleaning in the nude today, boy. I can tell you're not excited by this prospect. I don't know, is it cleaning or the nude, but it's not cold in here.
I,
Hmm.
okay, you mentioned your son, and Ian said something about being married, having children, so it lost its appeal to him.
Right.
The interesting thing about that is children don't see anything wrong with it until we teach them there's something wrong
Very
with it.
true. Very true. Yeah, which is generally about the time when they start going to school.
Yeah.
I mean, even when they're 3 and 4 and 5, and you're like, put on your pants. They're still like, why? Then after first grade, they're like, I don't want you to see me naked. You're like, what the hell happened?
School.
Hmm.
I know that as the daughter of a woman who's from a third world country, Thailand to be specific, we never had a shame associated with business. My mother ran around the house naked, and
Like around
I
the
grew up
house?
that way, and I do that with my kids, and
She still does.
I still do it.
I could run around my house naked and nobody would know.
Maybe the chickens.
And the cows, the pigs, the chickens that come over to tear up my yard would be like, moo.
Be careful with your hummingbird armada.
My
Oh
pecker's
Lord, so
bigger than
maybe it's
theirs.
just Western culture that has a stigma
Well, that's very true.
attached to nakedness in groups. Because
Yeah.
I never had that.
Well, even Europeans are perfectly comfortable with topless beaches on a regular basis. Or England for a long time had the page 3 girl who was topless. Yeah, for us being we're such a great culture. Yeah, we're freaking terrified of showing a little bit of
Of our body.
skin.
Yeah.
We have the Puritans to blame.
Okay, I blame them.
And she's basically right.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So,
That was one of the things when transgenders using different restrooms became an issue. I was like, we're not ready for that. We still view nudity as sex. We're not ready for that yet.
interesting.
It's not like they're naked going to the bathroom at Target.
Hmm.
I don't.
So I prefer it. I'd hate doing laundry. And if it means that I don't have to do as much laundry, I'd wear as little as possible.
So, how do you
Here,
feel? How do you feel about being naked in front of your children?
Me?
Hmm.
I don't have a problem with it. They might.
They
I don't think my son's friends do.
no. That's why they're always ever.
So, I'm just curious why you don't go naked around the house more often.
Mainly because I don't like drafts on some of my parts sometimes. And I'm sitting on things, so I'm conscious about other people sitting where I've been sitting. And I don't sit very ladylike either, so everybody would be able to see my tonsils.
Well, they kind of do because she doesn't run around the house naked all the time. But what is that thing you wear? It's just
Sarong.
yeah. It's a piece of material just tied in the front.
It's a sheet.
It's
or
a sheet.
toga.
Yeah. So
By the way, Ed, your friend, the Saroth, just followed us on Twitch.
oh, cool.
So I don't know if he's watching right now. Let me pop over here to Twitch and see. We have 4 viewers, so maybe he is. If he is, hey! Ed recommended I followed you, so I did. So anyhow, okay. Back to the topic on hand. And Ed, at any point in time that you want to take charge and guide us towards another topic, please do. As I said,
Go ahead.
it's
In
your
front of you,
topic.
so,
Hmm.
you can do question and answer. I don't mind that. Or
Oh, we'll do both. You know, I'll.
is there any suggestions because sunburn and naked?
See, I'm not a sun worshiper, so that's not something that really affects me
And
too
by the
much.
way, for all the white people listening, yes, black people can get sunburn.
Black people can get sunburned. It has
Yeah.
happened before. When the sun's out, I'm inside. When the sun goes in, then I go outside.
Okay.
I'd be more
It's
worried about
right.
mosquito bites.
Now, I have pipes.
Yeah.
But mosquito bites, you're going to put on something. If you're wearing shorts or a t-shirt, you're going to put on something on your arms and legs. So just put it on the rest of your body too.
Right.
I wouldn't recommend putting it between your legs. It might
No.
burn a little bit.
No. No,
That's
generally,
where the mosquitoes are gonna go.
That's where they want to go the most.
Well, that's a lot of area there.
maybe you could just put a little knit cap over the opening end and get the rest of the tube. And by the way, he is watching. He said, "Hey," on the Twitch chat
Oh,
there. So welcome in. I don't know if it's one or both of them.
But
Ed, just so you know, since you had to switch over to your tablet, if I'm talking, I actually cut you out. So,
okay.
yeah, if you have to repeat yourself, please feel free to do so.
Oh,
Mhm.
Sonar has a question. Thoughts on skinny dipping?
Okay.
Thoughts on skinny dipping?
Technically, if I go dipping, it's not skinny.
Well, actually, I guess that was my start in the nudism, naturism. And the funny thing is, I grew up in the country in a community in the South. Okay, so Christian religion was a big thing. We all skinny dipped as kids, and it was no big deal. Nobody ever made a big deal out of it or anything. Um, and that was probably my start in the nudism. It's like, hey, when you get out of the water, it's like, hey, that air drying me off feels kind of good, you know. Girls, guys alike, all skinny dipped together. No parents ever complained. Yeah.
No, Kato leaned forward there and made a I'm farting face right in the camera. And yeah, I was just,
No,
what the hell was that?
she's not feeling well.
I'm achy.
Oh, baby, I'm sorry. I feel good. Thanks for the picture.
So everybody's seen this but me now.
It's hot.
Yeah, anyhow. I'll just show up at your doorstep one day going, show me the post. Oh, okay. I was talking to her, Ed, but you too, probably. We can all go to
Lord.
Ed's place and we can.
They can share the picture with you that I sent them.
Oh, I've seen it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just went, good job.
He's seen it in person. He's like, yeah, that's true. Okay.
I'm like, he had a
Right.
fluffer. It was a warm summer night. Anyhow. Okay. Ed, you were saying swimming.
Go ahead. Swimming. Yeah, I pretty much finished that. You know, that's how I started, basically, in nudism, naturism. Hey, Taylor. The funny thing is, you talk about kids. Now, we were probably preteen, 10, 11, 12, skinny dipping. Once we got high school and teens, everybody stopped.
Because a story developed.
They're self-conscious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Real quick, I'm going to say a few things to our Twitch viewers here. Saroth, I'd like to know more about Discord for voice, but I can't go into it on the show here. And hello to Ghostly NZ. I don't know if that's New Zealand, but I did just ask Ghostly if they are in New Zealand. But he said, hey guys, huge fan here. So, cool. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Welcome to the show. Okay. So, where were we?
Right
Rob
there.
says that she and her husband go skinny dipping after everybody in the house goes to bed. Also, Robin's got naked with me in my hot tub before. Hey, baby, miss you.
I might have been there for that. I don't know.
Probably.
Yeah. It's by the way, Robin, when you and your husband go skinny dipping after everybody goes to bed, is that at your house or the neighbor's house? It's always good to know that you can skinny dip in other people's pool when they're not awake.
And yet, Ian, cooking in the nude has its challenges, especially if you're cooking bacon.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what they make aprons for.
And there
Sarah?
should be a rule. Naked is not bad, but carry a towel.
Yeah, Ed,
Sit
actually,
down.
why don't you go
Sit on
over
things.
that
Isn't
a
that
little
etiquette?
bit?
Yeah,
Well,
there's etiquette.
yeah, if you go to a club or a resort or a house party that's sponsored by any social nudist, you're going to be expected to bring a towel. You're going to be expected to bring a towel, sit on a towel, your towel. Don't sit on anybody else's towel because, hey, we do sometimes excrete some fluids or something while we're just sitting. So
I would even say
yeah,
in your own house, be smart and use a towel because, things
yeah,
happen.
yeah, we have towels. Well, Travis, you've been here. You know, there's towels folded up discreetly here and there in the
Oh,
house,
yeah.
and that's
Which is great fun
when
when
no
I'm
one
like,
else.
I could put that down for my son to lay on. And you're like, no, don't
No,
use
not
that.
that one.
If
And much like Cato, I have a sarong that's always handy at the door, just in case somebody knocks on the door. I'll throw it around my waist and answer the door.
Throw it around your shoulders like a cape and stand with your hands on your hips. Yes! I'm happy you're here.
Unless I'm in a mood that somebody has showed up without calling first, and then I'll just answer the door.
Kato's getting in the car now.
And by the way, Ghostly says, "Yes, I am indeed, and I'm a huge fan." That's awesome. It's here. Let me just follow that person.
That's awesome. New Zealand. That's cool.
Yeah, it's the middle of the night there, isn't it?
I
It's
want to go to New Zealand. We're gonna go, right?
well, we're talking about going next year for a steampunk convention, but I don't think we're going to be able to fit that into the budget. But yeah, I have every intention of making it to New Zealand and
Go stay in a
Australia.
hobbit house.
hmm
Good opportunity.
By the way, Siroth says when I'm at Ed's house, I tend to be naked outside as well. And it's like, up there we go, 8:51 in Perth. Okay, so over there in Australia right now. Oh, wait a minute. No, 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 no. Okay, 8:51 in Perth, says Siroth. Wellington.
What?
Nice. Ghostly is from Wellington, New Zealand. I love, as much as I, of course, enjoy having our domestic listeners, I love our international listeners because I'm like, I know people all across the world. Woohoo! But yeah.
Coolness.
And by the way, Siroth, who has offered to help me spiff up our Twitch channel and make things cooler, I am all for that. I definitely want to get together with you and a few others and make it as cool as I can. Okay, I'm done with that. We got about 3 minutes before we go into a song and go into This Week with History. So, did we want to talk more about cooking in the nude?
I have a question.
Go ahead, baby.
Because, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, they always have a towel. Do you think it was originally nudist?
He is wearing a trench coat.
Just a thought. Okay, back to cooking.
Yeah, baking in the nude is okay. Frying is not. Grilling in the nude is fine. Boiling up in the air. You don't want to boil your wiener.
You shouldn't boil in the air.
I've cooked everything in the nude, even bacon.
I have also. And I mean, generally when it splatters, it's going to splatter on your chest. It's really not much different from being shirtless. You just have to not be stupid. So there's that. And Robin did clarify her house.
Sorry, Kato, that wasn't for you.
Oh, by the way, Ed, I'm just going to answer this out loud because I'm too lazy to lean over. You mean Siroth?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. It's because yeah, I believe he's that's the one you mentioned is very familiar with this topic anyway, right?
Yeah.
And by the way, somebody on Twitch says whose name is Oh Jesus, why cook in the nude? Am I missing something here? The topic tonight, Jesus, is naturism. Did I get that right? Naturism?
Nature. You got it.
Naturism and nudism. So we're discussing things.
I just put on there what you told me.
What?
What?
Sorry.
You told me what to put on the banner. That's what I did.
Siroth, you are welcome to join us. We can add you in during the song if you want and bring you on the show. Just let me know if you're interested and we'll take care of that.
Yeah, we will.
So, there we go. Add Sounds of Steam on Skype and send me a message or whatever. Okay, speaking of which, let's go into that song. What do we got here? We got some Presidents of the United States of America, Naked and Famous. We'll be back.
Yeah, they are.
So there we go. And we have about 3.5 minutes. If anybody needs to pop up, keep in mind everybody on Twitch can still see us and hear us.
I'm commenting on Gail's photo of her dress. It's awesome.
Oh, Jesus says, clothes are rad, though. Hammer pants, fanny packs, chucks. Come on, the list is legendary. Okay, yeah.
Gotta have all of those.
There is nothing wrong with clothes. I myself enjoy clothes. But I also can enjoy not being in clothes in the right environment. I wouldn't want to go to the mall naked because they keep that place cold, and I would not be able to sit down anywhere in the mall.
Yeah, it'd be very impressive for a woman, but not too impressive for a man.
Hmm. And you could definitely take your fanny pack with you if you were naked in the mall. So that's always good. I think Siroth just logged off and left after we invited him on the show. Fuck, we're out of here. What else we got here? Somebody else commented. Von Hegner says, Unas of Cambridge, Massachusetts used to sell trench coats with pant leg bottoms sewn into the sides so it looked like you were wearing pants while you were naked under your trench coat. That's good
That
stuff there.
happened on a show. I saw it. I forgot with the coat thing.
I tell you what, Twitch have some very interesting emojis. Okay, and Siroth is going to join us, just switching Skypes, and then we'll bring him in. Oh, let me see where my song is here. Okay, we still got a minute 31 on that.
Jaden Smith to have his penis removed on 18th birthday.
Is that real?
What? Who had?
Jaden Smith to have penis removed on 18th birthday.
Oh, okay.
What?
By the way,
Just another step towards blurring the gender lines.
for you folks
But if
watching on Twitch, right now on the radio show that's playing on 2 different stations across the world, we are playing a song. So we tend to relax and be less on topic in the breaks. You get to see the behind the scenes stuff. Okay, go on about Jaden's penis.
Says he tweeted to millions of Twitter followers that upon turning 18, he would have his penis removed and dipped in gold as a trophy for his room.
As a trophy?
You do that.
What? I've been wanting to do this since 13, but once I'm legally able to control my own finances, I can make my penisless dreams come true. The hell?
So it's not a sex change, it's just penis removal?
He wants to really blur the gender lines, and it says he'll also drop the N off his name and become just Jade once the surgery is final. What?
Oh, Jesus says he should get it removed with a hammer.
Okay. Weird.
Okay, going into the promo, then we'll have the intro music for this week in history. I didn't have a lot of naked songs to play for the thing, so we got, like...
I tried telling you Nelly's hot in here, take off all your clothes, but it was protected by not YouTube, iTunes or whatever the hell.
And we're coming back.
Okay.
Okay, what happened this week in history, Ed?
All right, this week in history. Shit happened, y'all. July 25th, 1978. World's first test tube baby born. Baby Louise Joy Brown was born weighing 5 pounds, 7 ounces to parents Leslie and Peter Brown of Manchester, England.
So,
Test tube baby.
What was it, their sperm and seed?
Yes, this one was actually their sperm and her seed. They did the little thing where they made her produce a whole bunch of seeds, and they took one out and fertilized it. And apparently her fallopian tubes were blocked. So.
Oh, okay, and that's good for them.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure it was just like, hey, let's do something science-y, or else it was like, oh, he ain't putting that in me. Oh, that's great. Oh, Jesus says I would have named him Petrie.
Wow. Okay.
Okay.
I don't know who Oh Jesus is, but I'm liking this person.
That's funny.
July 26, 1878. Wyatt Earp becomes a gunslinger. In a shootout with a couple of drunks while working as a lawman in Dodge City, Kansas, Wyatt... I'm way away from the computer. Wyatt hits one of the men. The man dies about a month later due to infection to his wound And Wyatt Earp's legend as a gunslinger is born thanks to the newspapers. It was the first and only man that Wyatt had ever killed until that day. But yet, when he went to Tombstone, he was a famous gunslinger even before any of that happened. See what newspapers do, man? They just lie.
Crazy.
Hadn't changed.
Oh. Sorry about everybody on Twitch where suddenly you got to see a bunch of other stuff, but I was just trying to catch up with Aaron there.
Is he there yet? There yet?
You're not there yet. I'm sorry. Didn't mean to interrupt. I would have commented on that, but yeah, I was busy doing that. So.
July 28th, 1978. We learn all about the Germans' bomb in Pearl Harbor. Germans, yeah, he was on a roll. The movie Animal House is released in theaters. The movie starring John Belushi was a spoof of 1960 college fraternities. It was the first hit for director John Landis, of whom would also direct The Blues Brothers, Trading Places, and Coming to America.
Who directed 1941? Because I actually enjoyed that, and that also had Belushi in it.
I don't know. I will Google real quick.
That's actually a very enjoyable movie for me, and I haven't seen it in years. You know what I watched again recently? And I didn't like it the first time, and I didn't enjoy it this time either. Napoleon Dynamite.
Yeah.
It's not very good, but I like that movie.
Andrea quotes it all the time with her son and everything, and it's and we let my son watch it, and I didn't complain at all because I didn't want him to feel like he couldn't enjoy it and whatnot. But yeah, I never got everybody's attraction to it.
Oh, Steven Spielberg directed 1941.
Really?
Yeah.
And then later you did Saving Private Ryan. They're very similar movies. Oh, what do we got here? Okay.
Oh, before we move on to weird news, one current event, the juice is loose, y'all. I'm sure everybody heard about that by now.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he got out?
Yeah, he got paroled.
Yeah, he got
Hey,
paroled.
Aaron, what's up, man?
Now, hold on a second while we tech check Aaron. Aaron, can you hear us?
He doesn't look like he's hearing us.
No, he can't hear us. We'll let him work out that technical issue. I bet you he knows what he's doing, and then when we go into a song, we'll figure it out.
Can you hear us now?
Do you have headsets you can use? I don't know if he's deaf. He's just going to sit there and look adorable with his... What the hell is that thing to his right?
It looks like a penis with a sock on it.
Is it yours?
So Kato just said that she's going to the event.
Do we want to go ahead and do weird news, Andrea, while he's working on it?
We can. I posted 2 of the links in the event page. A man found naked in hog barn tells police, "I just like pigs."
What?
Somebody likes pigs?
A naked guy found in a barn. Told the
He
police
tells
that.
the police, "I just like pigs." Yeah, on June 26th, this is in Pennsylvania, authorities found him drunk and naked in a hog barn. And he had just finished a 6-pack of Ham's beer. Yeah.
Tastes like real ham.
Yeah, he's banned from the property after trespassing in 2011. Yeah, he just likes pigs. The hogs were unavailable for comment, though.
I wonder if, like the big bad wolf, he huffed and puffed and blew.
Oh, God.
Does he like sows or hogs? What's he into there?
Maybe he doesn't discriminate.
Maybe not.
He just likes them all.
Does it taste like
And
bacon?
another thing, I saw Jaden Smith to have penis removed on 18th birthday.
Yes, we discussed that. Oh,
Not on the show,
oh, that's right.
Actually, off the radio air. Yeah.
That's
only
right.
on Twitch. Just another step towards blurring the gender lines. Without a penis, I'm neither male or female. I'm a human being.
Okay.
And on Twitter, he told his followers that Upon turning 18, he would have his penis removed and dipped in gold as a trophy for his room.
You know, if you've ever seen Your Highness, there's a
Oh God,
Minotaur penis on there that's worn around
there is.
somebody's neck because he couldn't get one of the horns cut off, so he cut off the penis.
You do what you can.
See, as much as I might not have enjoyed Napoleon Dynamite, man, I love that movie.
That's quotable.
It- it-
It says he's been wanting to do this since 13, and once he's legally able to control his own finances, he can make his penisless dreams come true. And when he does, he's going to drop the N from his name and be Jade. So
I got to say something here, okay? As a black man, something wrong with the brother.
As a human, something's wrong with him.
This is a trend that is like, I'm all about blurring the lines and doing what you want to do, but come on. What's going to happen 10 years down the line? You're going to regret that.
Well,
Wait till you're older.
He can
Can I
take it off the
ask
shelf
this?
or around his neck and say, I miss you, man. Or,
Well, he's getting his penis removed. He's not going to get a vagina in its place. This
wants
is going
to
to be a
be in
dumb
neutral.
question. How are you going to pee?
Well,
hole.
there'll still be a hole.
Just like if you don't have an ear, there's still a hole you can hear. Same concept, only pee.
Hopefully they don't fuck that up and he doesn't become a sprayer.
Is he having the testicles removed also?
I don't know. I didn't
Yeah.
ask him personally.
And are they going to be part of the trophy?
I don't know. Get him on this show and we'll find out.
I hear a
We can
kitty.
go follow it step by step. Just get him on the show.
Well, I don't know if we could follow it step by step. We'd have to be there for the surgery.
Whatever.
That's got to be
That's
an interesting
all.
shot for the anesthesia. And by the way, my opinion is, dude, do what you want. It's
Yeah.
it's all
I
good.
guess.
Yeah, I mean,
But I think for something that drastic, I hope there's like some sort of counseling and
now
support system there.
I do agree with wait till beyond 18 because yeah, it's how many people do we know got a tattoo when young? Yes, Aaron?
The thing is, like, if a woman wants a hysterectomy, they have to. Doctors will not perform a hysterectomy until they're over 30 or have had 4 children.
No, that's wrong.
Um,
That's wrong.
Hysterectomy, that's tubes tied. You got to be over 30.
Okay.
yeah,
I-
tubes
I-
tied. Sorry.
Yeah, because I had that problem. I'm like, I don't want more kids.
Yeah, tubes tied, or unless it's a medical necessity for hysterectomy, they won't perform those operations.
Mm-hmm.
This is not a medical necessity. I have a hard time thinking that he'll find a doctor willing to do this.
Then again, when
If
you
he has
have
enough
money,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
there is that. It's
And if a doctor goes through with this, even with money, I'm going to throw it's sexism there. Because he's a man, he gets to do what he wants, when a woman has to wait.
we have had
Yeah.
discussions like this on the show before with
Yeah.
certain operations that in other countries are readily available for medical reasons are unavailable in the US until you're over,
Well, just like
past
with
menopause.
insurance. Just like with insurance, it'll pay for Viagra but not birth control.
This is kind of very appropriate for the show because my big thing about nudism, naturism at this point is body acceptance.
Mhm.
Accepting yourself for what you are.
Mhm.
And I was reading an article a couple of weeks ago. Apparently, you can have surgery on your vagina if you're a woman now, and you don't think it looks right. You can
Oh,
have
yeah.
you can have surgery
Rejuvenation is what they call it.
on your
Oh,
vagina.
you can have
And
because you.
in some countries, they're performing it on girls as young as 9 years old because they
Oh.
don't like what they look like down there, and they're having surgery. It's like accept yourself for what you are.
Okay.
Hmm.
I just know that if you nick yourself there with the razor, that hurts. Imagine having surgery.
Well,
Yeah.
you don't use anesthesia or anesthesia, either one, when you're shaving.
But it wears off, I'm just
Anastasia, do
saying.
you mind?
Pinch that, please.
It is hot. Oh,
And it bleeds like a Oh, like a face wound.
What, Ed?
Birthdays?
Yes, let's do some
All right.
birthdays.
All right. Birthdays. July 23rd, 1989, actor Daniel Radcliffe of Harry Potter was
Oh,
born.
you know,
Uh,
I was discussing them because
They-
now we had the Rat Pack. So,
mhm.
Frank Sinatra and Sammy Davis Jr. and Dean Martin. And then in the 90s, early 90s, we had the Brat Pack.
The Brat Pack. Yeah.
Essentially the cast from 16 Candles. And I didn't
Yeah.
really care. I would be more accepting of the crew from Harry Potter. Um, Watson, Radcliffe, and I forgot the guy who played Ron Weasley. Forgot his name. Because at least they have a touch of class.
It's only because they're British.
It could be, but also look at what they're doing, especially Emma Watson. I really appreciate how she is using her social presence to, do a little something more than, hey, look at me. So, but it could be because they're British too. Okay, what else?
July 24th, 1897, aviator Amelia Earhart. She's back in the news again. Another researcher has discovered a photo from World War II, and now he's saying that she was probably captured by the Japanese and taken prisoner and never ever released. The odd thing about the photo, they found the photo in the National Archives where the United States was keeping tab on this Japanese ship. And there's this woman sitting there. She's looking at something that the ship is towing, and there's a guy that fits the description of her navigator. The woman's short hair. They believe it's probably her and the navigator. She doesn't look much like a prisoner to me, though, in the photo. She's just kind of kicked back, relaxing, looking at this Japanese ship. So,
Now,
anyway,
what year did she disappear?
pre-war 1939, I want to say.
Okay, so just before. Okay, I couldn't
Yeah.
remember. Well, it's possible after a couple years there, you're no longer a prisoner once you're adjusted to a certain point. I mean, prisoner doesn't necessarily mean handcuffs and locked in a small box.
And there's always Stockholm syndrome to consider.
July 26, 1943, rocker Mick Jagger of the Rolling Stones.
That long?
July, yeah, he's an old fuck. And July
I thought he was born in the 1800s.
July 26, 1945, the beautiful and most lovely Dame Helen Mirren. Oh, God, I love her.
Nice.
And anybody else? Personal birthday shout-outs this week? Anybody?
You don't have any personal
Flick
ones,
had
Ed?
Flick had a birthday.
I don't.
Flick had a birthday, and she is going to be on the show next week.
She is.
Cool.
She's awesome. She's fun and adorable.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so let's see. Tomorrow, Alex Sinovich, who, Andrea, you have met when we were at Sula's. No, I guess you weren't. He was at Steampunk Gettysburg doing the mixing. Some nice electro swing stuff. Who else do we have? One of the Fat Boys, David James, on Wednesday. My buddy Ron Cartwright, who I told a story about earlier. He's turning 47 on Friday. Another Fat Boy, Jacob Hall, on Saturday. Oh, and look, Sunday, we have Shelley Dusick and Chris Peters. Oh, wait, Chris Peters is... I was thinking of a different Chris, but this Chris still has a birthday. He just doesn't listen or talk to me. Who the hell is that? Oh, okay. Anyhow, that's all I got for this week. Anybody else got some personal birthdays?
Aaron, any birthdays? No?
No.
Yeah, you know what? Real quick, while we have This Week in History. So, Aaron, just so you know, your name shows on the screen. Do you want me to change it to something so people watching on Twitch don't see your name?
It's fine. My name is out there.
Okay, so is it
I am a
pronounced,
public figure.
is it pronounced Jolly?
Yes.
Okay, just making sure. So Aaron Jolly
Are
is
you
joining us.
jolly?
Who? Andrew, go ahead.
But are you jolly?
Most of the time.
Okay.
You can tell from his jovial expression right now. No pressure. You have a Twitch channel, which is
Yes, I do.
am I pronouncing it right when I say Siroth?
Yes, you are.
Okay. And if anybody wants to follow that, THCIROTH. If you want, if you're on the Facebook event page, please feel free to post a link to that if you like. Now, what else do you do?
I just mostly do video games. I do, I do actually just do video game broadcasting, and I do YouTube channels,
What kind of games?
putting my games out there. Most of the time, strategy games or building games. I'm doing a lot of Kerbal Space Program of late, but I do, like I said, strategy games, European Versailles Force, XCOM, turn-based strategy. I tend to stay away from the flashier titles because there's a lot of people streaming them.
Right. Bit overdone. I have one friend, Talking Towie, who she does like farming simulators and other games, and
It's so fun.
it's amazingly entertaining, more so than you would ever think. And she does more than that, but that's what sticks in my mind when I talk about her.
I have a friend that does Farming Simulator 2017, and I look at the game like I would never play this, but I watch him play it and go, "Wow, he makes this look amazing. I would get this game just to play with him."
Right. Well, I have seen her like with her tractor get abducted by UFOs as it's trying to suck up a cow, and she's inside the spaceship, and yeah, it's generally good time, surprisingly good time. And just so everybody knows, and Aaron, I will gladly, if you have a few minutes after the show, talk a little bit of Twitch and
That's
a
fine.
little bit of Discord with you, because Discord confuses the hell out of me. So, but we could talk about that off air. That way we don't bore everyone else with it.
Actually, some people may actually be interested in that, especially on Twitch.
Well, I think because I talked to another friend, Matricula, that has helped me out with a few things, and I suggested doing a whole show on how to do Twitch. So
And I think a lot of people would enjoy that because I see a lot of time all up on the Twitch broadcasters pages that people join when they're trying to get news. Like, how do I do this? How do I do that? How do I set up OBS?
Mhm.
How do I set up this? How do I get things to make my stuff look good?
Right. So it's definitely a possibility in the future. Just not going to do it tonight.
Yeah.
And frankly, if we all get along well, then why not bring you on for a whole show of that and whatnot? Because when I suggested that to Matricula, like, we could do that, or we could do weird sex things. I'm like, that's good too. We could do weird sex things.
She's so funny.
She is. And she's got a very nice channel. I like her setup and whatnot. So between the two of you, hopefully we will add all kinds of cool whatnots to our Twitch channel over time. And then, of course, I can pass the information on to other people. So, do we need to do any other intro for you? Anything else you want to pimp right now before we go into a song, come back with the topic?
No, we can go to top, go into song.
Okay, let's see what song we have next.
We still got deaths.
Are we going to talk about the death?
Oh, yeah, I see. I forget
You
about
always
death.
forget about
I do. I think death should come before birthdays, but I don't know. Probably not.
Well, we have a song next, so that'll put us back up again. So.
Okay. So who died?
July 20th, Lincoln Park frontman Chester Bennington, not himself. July 21st, actor John Hurd. He's probably best well known for What's the Little Kid Got Left Alone at Christmas, whatever the hell that movie was. But
Wait, what'd he do in that one?
Home Alone.
Right. What did he do in that one?
Oh, I know.
He was in it. He acted.
Okay.
I was looking at his list of movies today. He's been all over the damn place, but it's like, okay, what part did he? When you see his face, it's like, oh, that guy. Yeah, he was in that. But anyway, he died.
So let me see here. Yeah, he was in Home Alone as Peter McAllister. I guess that's the father. He was in Big, Home Alone 2, Awakenings. So yeah, it sounds like he's one of those B or C list actors that have been in a lot of things.
You've seen him in everything, but you don't remember who he is.
Yeah, if you see him, you go, oh, that guy.
I
He's
see
that guy. He was in that movie. And you start listing off all the movies he was in, but you have no idea who his name was.
He was in
He
the
plays-
Lizzie
he
Borden
plays-
Chronicles.
He plays a good jerk a lot of times.
Battlestar Galactica.
Yeah, again, jerk.
Mhm.
Tim and Eric's Bedtime Stories. That's a TV series from 2013. Never heard of it. But he was in Snake and Mongoose, if you know what I mean.
Isn't that a pub?
Oh, he was in Sharknado. Let's see what else. Entourage. Okay, so anyhow, who
He
else?
died the other day.
Yeah, all these guys are this week.
And July 22nd, WRC TV news anchor Jim Vance. Jim Vance was the first black co-anchor of a first major news outlet. And I'm going to post up here one of my favorite videos of him giving the news. It is absolutely fucking hilarious.
And he was the voice of that TV station's news.
Yes, he was.
That DC actually was at a loss when he retired, but even more so on his death.
So he's not like the guy from Family Guy, is he? What's the weather like? It's hot out. Okay, I'll check this when we go to a commercial or a commercial song.
And we can do that now.
Oh, we could do that now. Okay, hold on.
That.
What Cato post over here? Carby.
Oh, and then the other one. Imagine being completely naked in a room full of people who speak a different language and everyone wants to touch you. This is the life of a dog.
It's a good life.
Touching you when you're naked?
Scratchy balls.
I have never done that for a dog.
It gives me a new appreciation for when you scratch dogs on their butt. It's above their tail. I never thought of them as being naked.
No, you're welcome.
Now it's a little bit like molestation.
I've been naked, completely naked, in a room full of a lot of people many times, and nobody's ever scratched me on my butt. I'm feeling like...
Cato will be right over.
By the way, Aaron, Robin says hello.
Hello.
So, and then there's the naked guy on a shark.
I think it's a dead one, too.
Yeah.
Cato put that up there.
Okay, so let's go.
Which...
What? Yes?
Who goes shark fishing, catches the shark, kills it, and then says, you know what, I'm going to get naked and get on top of it.
And
That
then
guy.
lets it hit the internet.
Yeah.
You know, the first part I'm just like, huh. The last part is the mystifying part for me.
He posted it, though, didn't he?
I can't tell.
I don't want to know. He's got a very white ass.
That could go like so many different ways.
Okay, well, he apparently goes the way of the shark. So let's go into a song. Since I ran out of naked songs, here's Justin Timberlake with Sexy Ladies. We'll be back. I know. I was woefully short of naked songs. Be right back. Okay. So now we're in a song, but like I said before, of course, people on Twitch. I don't know if Ghostly's still with us or Oh Jesus. I don't know if either of them are still with us. We're down to a couple folks here. But there we go. Now, Aaron, when we return, if I'm not mistaken, you do have some experience with nudism and whatnot. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, so
Yes.
we can go ahead and mention that.
Yeah.
And I'm going to listen to this guy.
In Paris,
And jump in
the
anywhere.
latest fashions
Anywhere,
on the
anytime.
runway
Anything
for
you wanna
next
say.
spring.
Naked.
But there
Naked.
was
Yeah, you used to listen to the show on occasion, right?
Yes, I listened when I could.
So you understand the format. You understand it as a conversation. It's like being in a bar. So we can interrupt each other. Generally, if somebody's on a roll, we try
How
not
long
to.
do we have?
Hold on a second. 5 minutes, so 4.5 left.
Okay.
Okay.
So yes, and Oh Jesus left, so did Ghostly.
Were they your friends?
No, I have no idea. I just have a way to see the chat list and see who's in there.
How do you do that?
I'm using IRC, or you can click the button that the little like the dot then line thing. It says shows the viewer list.
Okay, gotcha.
But I'm using IRC. If I use IRC to log into the chat channel, I can see people as they come and go.
Okay, so right now it is actually just us. Because I know
Yes.
MooBot and Stream Elements are,
Yes.
which I probably will not be using MooBot any longer because there's some. Matricula was telling me about another thing that works better. So we're alone in here, and that's good enough. Aaron, Ed is currently on his tablet, which means because he doesn't have headsets, and it's using the app form instead of the full Skype version. He can't control his volume, and it automatically adjusts his volume. When he starts speaking, he starts out very quiet, and then it gets louder. Because of that, we tend to talk over him a little bit. He gets to suffer with this tonight since his other computer went, "Fuck you! I'm out of here!" Where the hell is Jamin?
Is that, and this is different than normal how?
It was tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, my audio setup is really messed up. Usually I have better control over my audio, but I had to get things to work easily.
Right.
I had to make some adjustments to my system. But I need a drink.
Go ahead.
I'll be right back.
Go grab some Vices. Oh, that's handy to know about the list, the viewer list.
Yeah.
I like that. Talk of the Tavern posted. I did not.
That's what
Oh,
it
yes, I did.
said.
I asked about Jamin. Derp, derp, derp. Let's see. Let me play this video.
There's a problem out there today. One of the British designers' shows had the difficulty. A model fell down twice. That's her going down once. The young woman wearing that pink skirt and the orange platform shoes never quite recovered after that.
Okay.
There she goes. That had to hurt.
Are you listening?
That was uncool. That's embarrassing. This is at least a
I
second
just see her
time.
ankles wobbling, and that made me say, "Oh, geez," because that could fuck up an ankle.
Well, you all are just really tickled by that, aren't you?
Oh, good for them. They're all black.
You try walking in those shoes.
First of all, baby, I got enough meat on me.
George
It's
Michael
all
isn't
right.
black.
Huh? No. The three people on the news show.
No,
Come on,
George
man.
Michael,
We want to
the
apologize. Hold on.
balding guy. He's not black.
Oh, okay. It's
You
the
want to try?
You want me to
local.
pay for it?
Oh, okay.
Yes, look like
I was surprised that a news station would. That's why I was
he
like,
lives
"Oh, wow."
to do that to me. Now, see, y'all gonna send your letters of complaint to me. He started, not me. He made
And we've
me
got 1
bad.
minute left, guys.
My bad.
You're bad.
What's in sports, George?
Oh, look, let me take the water away.
Okay.
Okay. Aaron, if we do have you back on, we will bring you on before the show so we can check sound stuff, etc., etc.
Yeah, no worries.
Tonight we'll roll with it, work with it. If it becomes a problem, we can stop the show and fix shit in the middle. No big deal.
No, we're good now.
Um,
You can hear me okay, right?
yeah, you're a little
Then we're good.
loud, but again, it's not that big of a deal. It's not deafening or anything. It just means you will be louder than the rest of us. Andrea,
What?
not using headsets, is louder depending if she's leaning forward or sitting back.
Yeah.
Oh, I fixed my microphone so it's not on high.
Okay.
I had to put that.
In 10 seconds, guys. That doesn't mean you have to be quiet. That's the other thing. Hold on, we're coming back. Okay, and we're back. So we got more naked stuff?
Yeah, sure. First, what you drinking, Aaron?
Maple whiskey.
Oh,
Okay.
Jim Beam's maple whiskey.
how is it?
It's actually quite good. There is a great drink that called Sapling that you can purchase in Vermont. That is actually better than this, but unfortunately, it's a Northeast drink only, like New England Northeast.
Okay, so
Sprinkle.
I'm guessing the Jim Beam, of course, is a bourbon-based whiskey.
Yes,
What about the one in Vermont? Is that bourbon-based? also?
it's more of a true. I'm not sure. It's just it's smoother.
Okay.
It's definitely smoother.
See, that's why I don't enjoy bourbons. They are a little bitey for my palate and just not as flavorful as a lot of the whiskeys and
Yeah.
scotches I normally enjoy.
Now the maple doesn't really have a nice little, does have a slight bite because you're feeling a touch of the alcohol, but it's kind of it's a more smooth than a regular whiskey.
So I see green screen behind you. Does that mean when you're doing Twitch, you have project backgrounds and whatnot?
I actually edit out the background so they can see the game.
Oh, so are you one of those guys that when you appear, it's just like your head and your hand and nothing else?
Yes, that is correct.
See, I was curious about that too. But anyhow, yeah, like I said before, we'll talk about that when we don't have to bore everyone else with it. We got naked things to talk about.
It's a lot harder with Skype to deal with that kind of stuff.
That's true too. Well, I thought about not even having my picture up on Skype, just having the cutout of me. But if I'm broadcasting here from Retro Daddy, that I forgot to mention earlier, I got all excited with trying to get Ed back on the show. So we are broadcasting from the beautiful Retro Daddy-O in Williamsburg, Virginia, where you can get all your old and new nerdy needs. They also, Jen had her birthday last week, and somebody bought her a custom-made sign. That, you know the underground signs for the underground in the UK?
Yes.
Well, she has been a dedicated force to bringing the Williamsburg music scene, the underground music scene, to light here. She has live performances in her shop, as well as sponsoring a part on the radio where she has a lot of these, indie bands, these small little bands played on the radio, local radio station. So somebody got her a sign, so it looks like the London Underground sign, but it's got a treble clef and then Williamsburg stamped across it. And I got a sticker for my laptop. What, Andrea?
I said nice.
It is. And some of the advice I gave her is, to consider getting a Twitch channel and stream any performances here live on Twitch. And then move it immediately over to YouTube and whatnot. So
that would actually be a very good thing for publicity.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people love watching creative music streams.
Mm-hmm.
And it's actually easier to become a Twitch partner in the creative side than it is the gaming side.
Nice to know. It's hopefully that'll work in Talk of the Tavern's favor. We'll see. I don't know if talk show falls in the creative stuff. We just
there's music.
Talk a lot of
it falls under the no, it falls on talk show, but yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, we're not terribly creative. We just talk a lot. But hold on, Ed. Pardon. It's another Cosmo article. So why will this? Oh, that's a beautiful tattoo on her thigh.
Yeah, I was just posting that in relation to the topic, because you do hear from some people, if you're talking to people casually that never entertained nudism, one of the first things they say is, what do you do when you're naked? Well, everything I do when I'm dressed. And this was a cool article, especially the photos in it, just showing people in their regular settings. They're just nude, So.
Yeah, I'm scrolling through the pictures now, and
I just wish they get close-ups of the tattoos, because that's all I'm interested in.
Well, looking at the photos themselves, either photo, dressed or not dressed, is interesting to look at. Mind you, of course, naked, it adds a little bit of, wow, those are some nice tattoos. On the couple reading.
Mm-hmm.
See, a lot of times when I'm on Pinterest and I'm like, naked chick, it's only because of tattoos that I'm like, let me stare at this, because...
That's a naked dog.
Are there shoe rules? Because it just occurred to me that this woman's standing in the forest
with no shoes.
If she steps in a dog mine, it's different when you don't have shoes on.
And the dog is naked, no collar, no harness.
You can wear shoes if you want to.
When we played basketball, we wore shoes.
Wore shoes. Yeah, sure did.
So there's that.
I paid more for the bartender.
I don't know if I want the bartender naked.
I do.
Because the glasses are right at crotch level.
Do you want him naked while he's pouring you a drink, or after you've had a few drinks?
Yes.
Depends on if he's making a blowjob or not, I guess.
I'll keep that in mind next time I serve you a drink. I'm looking
I
at one of
thought
the.
she was on the toilet.
It did look
The
like
girl
it,
with the
doesn't it?
drum.
And I'm looking at one of the side articles. The pussy pastor joined sex and Christianity. I'll just pull that up and leave this here for the third hour.
I don't play foosball naked. Like that pose right there.
They did a
that's
really
beautiful.
good job of posing the people in the same position.
Yeah, it's really good.
I mean, that's better than
Look at
Bewitched
those
where they
tattoos.
wiggle their nose and what? Oh, you found the couple on the couch, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice, isn't it? Anyhow, okay. Ed,
Where we want to go? Nudism versus naturism? Want some definitions here? We probably should have started with that.
probably. Go ahead.
Okay. Is that Shannon? Tell Shannon, hey.
Oh, you've been called out on Talk of the Tavern. Ed says hi.
Hi, Ed.
Hey, Faye. Missed you guys. Party in September. Is your calendar clear?
First weekend we're booked. Second week after that we should be pretty clear.
Okay, cool. All right. We'll be getting back to you.
Party
Hear that,
in September.
everybody? Party at Ed's in September. You're invited. And we will be getting naked.
That will definitely a good example of nudism right there.
Does Shannon mind leaning in and showing her face so I can see what she looks like? Because I don't. I know I've met you guys. I just don't remember.
Need your face.
She doesn't
That's
She doesn't have to.
she's on camera all the time. She's actually on camera on Sunday nights, Friday nights, and Saturdays, and a bunch of other times.
Hey!
Oh,
Good to see you again.
That's Miss Sarath for those watching on Twitch.
There we go.
Are you streaming it?
No, they are.
And by the way, I will gladly co-host you, or host you, I guess it is.
Yeah.
There she is again on
No worries.
Well, I'm happy to do it, especially for, any little help I can give back, etc. So anyhow, okay, Ed, what's the difference?
This channel is labeled mature, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
That's why I've not hosted you, because I'm a PG-13 stream.
Good enough. I am not offended if somebody does not reciprocate. I do it for the very reason.
I want to, but I know most of my viewers talk about how family friendly my channel generally is.
No, that's perfectly fine.
Which is atypical considering I am a nudist at heart.
Nudism should be PG-13. Well, it should be G.
Should be G. Should be G.
And really, I guess first let's go with the definition of what's between the two terms.
Okay, sure. Well, I'll just run through it real quick here. Both terms are pretty much used interchangeably. However, some take offense if you call them one instead of the other.
Like Latino or Hispanic?
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Generally, a nudist sees nudism as a recreational, casual activity. They are nude when practical. Naturists tend to view nudism as more of a rite and a way of life. They are dressed when necessary.
Where do you fall?
I'm probably more of a naturist, but you can call me a nudist. I really don't give a fuck. But I think everybody should be able to be naked whenever the hell they want to.
What about you, Aaron?
I think I fall the same way. I feel like you should be naked whenever you feel like it, whenever you want. For example, Oregon. You can actually walk around completely naked there, outside, and not get in trouble.
Okay. Interesting.
And I'm okay with that. If it's cold, I'm going to put some clothes on, but...
And probably outside most of the time, I would wear shoes, unless it was going to go check the mail. Andrea?
But see, that may be necessary.
Yeah. Andrea, you have had experience with this previously, is that correct?
Naked?
Mm-hmm.
I get naked every day.
But in the past as an activity?
Yes.
What's your experience?
I don't like nature when it bites me.
No, what's your experience? Were you like part of a social group?
No,
A
just
household?
like, hey, let's be naked. I don't know.
I'll make sure I use that line later.
I have a question.
Question.
So when you work at a professional business and they have business casual,
It's not that casual.
Well, as long as you have a tie on.
Yeah.
Jeans Friday.
You have to have. You have to have
I would unfortunately that falls under the acceptable social norms, and that as much as I would like nudism or being the birthday suit as a business casual thing, that's not unfortunate business attire as our culture accepts it.
Yeah.
Some cultures may accept that, just not the prudish American culture.
Nope.
I don't
Just curious
think
how.
any culture anywhere accepts that as a business practice. I could be wrong. I'd like to be proven wrong if I am wrong. But I suspect I'm correct on this one. Just like I would never, again, going to the mall, I would not want to walk in the food court and find naked people behind the counters.
Nope. Nope.
Now, I'd be okay with like, oh, they're wearing bikini bottoms and a tank top. And what other safety equipment is necessary as they're cooking, etc. Because, yeah, deep fryers, you know.
It's one thing if you find something in your food, but to find a pube,
Right. And some people, even if they're wearing bikini bottoms and a tank top, still need hairnet, like over their whole body.
A body net. Yeah, hairy little
Oh,
monkey,
this
you.
guy at the beach looks like he's wearing a sweater. He's not.
For those of you listening, Aaron is waving at the camera every time we mention hairy people.
I mean, no problem with it. Just I don't want it in my food.
Hey, have you ever dressed as Harry Potter and gone naked?
No, but you know why Bigfoot hasn't been seen in the last 10 years, right?
Your Patronus.
Why?
He joined the Navy.
Because he's on Twitch.
What's your Patronus?
I did go to a nudist Halloween party once as a dictator.
What'd the costume look like?
I put a potato on a string and tied it around my waist.
Yeah, you did.
What kind of
That's
potato? Was it one of the little red ones or was it one of the big bakers?
It was a big baking-sized potato. Put it right there.
What was everybody else dressed as?
Various toga-like stuff and
Okay.
sarongs, blah, 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 blah.
Dictator's quite clever. Well done. It reminds me of a joke about the little rascals in a spelling bee.
Oh, what? Okay, tell the joke.
I'll tell the short version. So, the teacher asked Alfalfa, spell this word using a sentence. He does. Asks another kid, spell this word and use in a sentence, and then gets to buckwheat and says, okay, buckwheat, dictate. Spell dictate and use it in a sentence. And buckwheat says, dictate. D-I-C-A-T-E. Hey, Alfalfa, how am I dictate?
Okay, don't ever tell that again.
Okay, Ed. Time for a song, then we'll come back and wrap up the topic, okay? What do we got next? Oh, here's
You can wrap up the
LMFAO.
dictate.
LMFAO, sexy and I know it. We'll be right back. It is a 3-minute song if anybody needs a break. That's what we do during music breaks. Refill drinks, hit the bathroom, whatever. It looks like we do have a few more folks in Twitch, so hello to all of you. My viewer list does not update with new viewers.
Oh, I saw that.
Maybe somebody just popping in and out.
Aw,
Probably.
I missed it.
Because I'm not seeing anybody actually come in. Also, it could be that somebody's watching without being logged in.
Oh, that's cool. By the way,
So-
one of the general rules that I've read is don't call out what they call them, not
Lurkers.
stalkers, lurkers. Thank you. And I'm like, cool. I don't have to call out. I'll still say hello to them and let them know I know they're there, but I'm not going to be like, you need to post. Because
No, that's actually even saying hi to them. Just saying, hi, everybody out there. That's fine. But saying, specifically going, hey, so-and-so, welcome.
no, I'm not going to do that. If they don't post, I'm not going to say their name. I'll just, yeah, we got new people and glad you're here. So that's that. It's and just so the one person, whoever it is, knows, we are actually in a song on the show right now, so we're kind of doing the behind the scenes chat, so you're privy to that. to that chat. What do you think about?
Trying to be a poet.
Hmm?
Trying to be a poet.
I failed. Peanut! Oh, so you got a little bit to wrap up the show with here, Ed?
Yeah, I think we'll go into the top freedom movement.
Oh, I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
And you had one more paragraph there. If you feel the need to hit that, you can, about the home versus social.
Oh, sure. We'll hit that real quick and we'll move into the top freedom movement. Yeah, sure.
And as you know, more explaining to Aaron, of course, we can discuss this stuff in the third hour if we want to. There is no rules against bringing the topic into third hour. We just generally don't because we're ready to goof off and be stupid and
It's all good.
get really filthy.
Anything in particular you want to bring up, discuss about nudism, Aaron?
I'm totally unprepared for this.
Oh, okay. So am I.
Watching you smoke there makes me want to go get the vape, but it gives me a headache, so I can't do it.
Is it just the stuff with nicotine gives you a headache, or?
No, it's the sweeteners that they put into it.
Gotcha. Okay. Jen is nice enough to allow me to smoke a pipe or vape in here. I just can't have a cigar, which I was willing to not smoke at all, but she says, nope, it's all good. Go right ahead. I like the smell. Okay, we're coming back. Okay, we're back to wrap up the topic over the next 15 minutes or so. Ed, I think you had a little more to actually cover on topic.
Yeah, really, really quick. We briefly mentioned home nudist earlier, social nudism earlier. A home nudist is someone that is nude at home, either by themselves or with immediate family members. A social nudist is someone that seeks out others to
So
be
the
nude
home
with
nudism doesn't count for that person that you have in the basement.
We're not talking about them tonight.
Right, my bad. Go on.
Social nudist is someone that actually seeks out others to be nude with, dinners, beaches, resorts, clubs, etc., etc., etc. Playing basketball.
It's much better than two-hand touch.
And while we were on this topic tonight, I asked Travis if he thought we should talk about the top freedom movement. And he said, sure, go ahead, it probably fits. So the top freedom movement in America, I'm sure many of you have probably heard various actresses and so forth, free the nipple. And basically it's calling for women's equality, saying a woman should be able to show her boobs anywhere a man can show his boobs.
Agreed.
Like on Facebook, those
right.
posts that we get from, the guys.
Well, especially since in certain states it's perfectly legal for a woman to go topless.
Yeah, certain states it's perfectly legal. I got a little map here somewhere, if I can find it, that actually tells you that. And I'll post that up here real quick. Please talk, people.
With this movement, I know it's frustrating when suddenly you're doing something and nobody's talking. With this movement, is this more than just like New York State? I know it's legal for women to go topless, or is this just posting online?
It's they're actually pushing for toplessness to be accepted throughout the country.
Are there other countries where it's acceptable?
I can't really say. Aaron, go ahead.
I believe in France. I believe France it's acceptable. I'm not 100% sure on that. I remember reading something about that, but I don't. I also know that Europe is a lot less prudish about this kind of stuff.
Germany, it used to be kind of acceptable, but I think they're tending to say no, can't do that no more. We don't like that no more. They're tending to be that way.
So it looks like Virginia, where I am, the way the law is written is highly ambiguous, leans towards allowing, probably won't be arrested for letting it all hang out. And if she's arrested, probably win in court, but no guarantees.
Yeah, the states there in the gray, where it says friendly, those states, most of those states specifically say women's boobs are not considered a reason to arrest a woman if they're exposed. Virginia, the states in the purple, such as Virginia, they don't specifically say that, but a lot of times they'll use something like disturbing the peace or something along those lines to arrest a woman if she shows her boobs in the public. The red states, they actually say by law a woman cannot show her boobs in public.
I'm looking at this other link you posted with the toplesspulp.com.
Yeah, this is a group of women out of New York, and they meet quite regularly in various places, parks, so forth and so on around New York. And they read a book while topless, just to give exposure, so to speak, that is allowed. It is legal, and it is allowed.
Is he going bottomless?
And another similar, I'll throw that up here real quick too. This chick travels around the East, and she basically goes to these different cities, and she will sit down and say, is it legal for me to be topless or not? With the police and what have you. And if they say, yeah, it's legal, then she goes to the beach, goes to the park, goes to do her thing, and so forth and so on.
Gotcha.
Topless. Again, just to give exposure. Hey, how about that?
See, and that's where we are right now, where we have to. Oh, okay. Let me approve errors there. That's where we are right now, where sadly, to make things accepted and the norm, we have to overexpose things. Again, no pun intended on that one.
Yeah.
It's whether it's whatever issue it is, which is why when people complain about, well, with racism or whatever, the best way to fix it is not talk about it. Well, no. And sadly, it does mean it needs talked about probably more than we want to, because otherwise it doesn't get the attention and it gets swept under the carpet. And nobody realizes we're actually trying to make a point here and bring in something that should be normal and acceptable. So, does anybody have any problem if their kids were to see a topless woman in a public place?
I think that, boobies are not sexual first. I mean, they have a sexual function, but they also have a function to nurture our children.
I agree.
And, men have boobs.
Or don't I?
Their mammary glands are just not as enhanced as ours because they do not nurture young.
Correct.
So
and they can be made to be functional and to produce milk.
Right. Not sexualized like we have done.
Right. So, any closing thoughts on the topic, everyone?
Yeah, I'm looking at all these pictures from the outdoor co-ed topless thing. Okay, what if you have to pee? Because there's body paint everywhere.
It's honestly, you go have it touched back up. I've been involved with a lot of cosplay body paint. You see it actually quite often at Dragon Con after dark, or even during the day. Is they'll do full body paint, but it's more accepted after dark in Atlanta down there because it's cosplay. Then you'll see it a lot with like Venom and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
But they at least cover up the lower extremity.
Yeah, these aren't covered up; they are painted.
But that is what they would do. What they've done is they would go wash their hands and then they would go have it. They would retouch the art up.
Okay, I was just wondering because some of the designs are great, but what if you mess it up because you got to pee?
What is the tapping?
Oh, I'm sorry, that's me.
Okay. Robin says, just signed up to Twitch. No idea what I'm doing, at least at the moment. I am following the show. Yeah, Robin, you're in the same boat as us. Oh, there we go. Oh, and hello to DJ Jackson, who has joined us. So welcome to the show, as well as Robin there. So good to see the two of you. Oh, that was quick and easy. So how do you do that? You typed her name. Did you hand type that?
I typed F and then hit tab.
Gotcha. Okay. Good to know those little tricks. So, Robin, Ed can fill you in, or Aaron can fill you in. And that'll probably be quicker and easier than me stumbling through stuff because I probably need to learn, a portion of what you need to learn. So what Victoria Schultz say as we're wrapping up the show here? How many have participated in the World Naked Bike Ride?
No.
Oh no.
I have not.
I have not.
But I think, well, several college campuses have naked bike rides now. I think the main World Naked Bike Ride is in Portland, Oregon. I'm not going to go to Portland, Oregon just to ride my bike naked.
Ed, I will go with you, and Mr. Roth will go with you as well. And there's a lot of places I could show you in Portland. That's my home area.
Uh-huh.
I think I would be particular about my bike seat.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that, if I don't have the right bike seat, I think bottoms are going to be involved. Just because, I might not have a problem being naked, but I don't necessarily want things going places that cloth.
Do you carry a towel? Jake from State Farm asks, what do your balls do when you're naked on a bike?
They hang out.
Hang there.
Pretty much.
They don't juggle, if that's what he needs to know.
Ask him what his balls do. I don't know.
And I don't know if they're watching right. Oh, that was Fraser. That's who followed. That's Robin has followed the show. So there we go. Okay.
He says bouncing, flouncing all around the show.
That's what his balls do. Nice.
Good on you, Jake.
Should we explain the Jake from State Farm, or have you explained it enough that the listeners probably know what we're talking about? Okay.
I thought we did.
What, about the balls hanging out?
No, just about Jake from State Farm.
That's what I've named him.
Because he works
As
at Target and he
Andrew
wears
does
khakis.
name so many things.
I give people names. When I first met him, he was wearing khakis.
And a red shirt.
And a red shirt. So I'm like, you are Jake from State Farm. So whether he likes it or not, that's what I call him.
Very good. Good enough explanation for me. Okay. So we're going to wrap this up now, and we're going to come back with the third hour, which is the Sounds of Steam Music Hour. Aaron, will you be hanging out with us for the last hour?
Sure.
Awesome. Good times. That's very random. We have, certain links we save for the third hour if we need something to talk about. Otherwise, it's really anything goes. And as I said, it is a grown-up show with grown-up language and grown-up pursuits, so don't hesitate if you use any swear word in the book. There's nobody that's going to get offended, and if they do, well, they really tuned into the wrong show, I guess, didn't they? There's a reason there's a mature warning on it. So, there we go. Okay, what do we got for our first song? We're going to go into the intro, then Birthright, Goodbye Happiness. We'll be back in a couple minutes. Point.
That is beautiful.
This tattoo this girl has, the underboob tattoo, is a moth, and it is so pretty.
It is really nice.
On which link are you looking at?
Oh, I'm still on the outdoor topless thing.
Oh, you just scrolled way down?
Yeah. Oh, she's got snakes on her legs.
Each one.
But it makes me want to get an underboob tattoo.
It is beautiful.
Like I need more tattoos.
Boobs and tattoos? What can go wrong?
I don't want to get more boobs.
On her, nothing. She's gorgeous.
Oh no, she is sitting bare ass on that floor. She has pants on. No. Don't sit on the ground with naked butt.
I'm
People
scrolling.
Oh, here you go. Here's a better picture.
Oh, wow.
That's pretty.
Her boobs are fake. No?
No, her boobs are good. Whatever, that
God, that
tattoo's
is
great.
beautiful. And she's wearing a full bush, which is great. Ooh, and she's got armpit hair. Okay, that was a surprise. I was looking at the tattoo.
I have to shave my pits because if not, I smell.
Ew.
I don't like to stink. Oh, her hair's purple.
I love that. That tattoo is awesome.
She put cookies on her boobs. What the hell?
Milk and cookies.
Weirdo. Hey, she got her nipples pierced.
Well, Sean would want to see that one. She's doing a headstand.
I can't do that with clothes on, much less naked.
Aaron's holding a black pussy.
Yep.
Which one is that?
This is baby.
Baby. Hey, baby.
My daughter named him.
Gotcha. How old is your daughter now?
18.
And we've got 2 minutes. We're okay.
You know, I don't understand all these really pale women laying out in the sun. They're gonna burn. It's great to be naked laying out in the sun reading a book, but oh my god, I hope they have sunscreen on. Because they're really white.
Right. Oh, you talked about that moth, right?
No,
Yeah.
well, that too, but
Oh, the under boob, not the pale. She is very pale, though.
she is. And she's pretty, but she has an umbrella. She's smart.
And a big hat.
Yeah, but these other women, I mean, very white, very pale, in the sun. I'm like, that's gonna hurt. That's pretty cool. Now, I can go somewhere topless and read. I'm all about reading, but not in direct sunlight.
They're in the shade.
Yeah, they're in the shade. Them other ones weren't.
But you also need something down because my boobs get itchy anyway.
She has a blanket.
And that girl does not. Like, her boobies are touching the grass.
Yeah, no. No.
Definitely be some itchy booby after touching the grass with them.
Blanket, snacks, you gotta have it all. Maybe that's just me. I don't know. Oh, look at her tattoos.
30 seconds.
Stars.
Oh, that's neat.
That's pretty. It's cool they're naked because you can see their tattoos better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's still awkward when you stare, though.
God,
Okay, and we're back, and we're apparently still all looking at the pictures of folks naked.
And reading. It's for literacy.
You said it's awkward when you stare. I have a friend who is very, very curious. Erin, you know who she is. I won't call any names out here, but she's a very, very curious person. And I've tried to get her to go to this resort with me several times. And her thing is, I'm afraid I'm going to stare.
Well, there have been plenty of times, clothed or not, if somebody has an interesting, for example, when I'm at conventions and somebody's got a nice cosplay outfit, and I'll speak to them, and I'll go, and if you don't mind, I'm going to step back for a moment and just look at your whole outfit. Because I want them to know I'm going to be looking at you now. And usually they're fine with that. I've never had anybody say no. But at least then when I am staring, they are consciously aware of me looking them up and down. And, of course, I don't sit there for 5 minutes. Some of them I could, though, because some of those costumes or, tattoos or whatever I want to look at is, she's got a doll of herself.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. Oh my god, that is so cool. It's got tattoos too.
It does. And armpit hair and full bush.
Oh, I haven't got to that one yet.
Well, it's the first one with the doll. It's the one with the moth on her underboob tattoo.
That's a doll.
The one in her hand, yeah, they cost like $100, and the blonde below her also has one. Oh my good, where's she putting that doll? She does not look happy. The art is free chick. Okay, yeah, this is not much of a sharing experience for those listening or watching. So let's go back to some chit chat and talk. So did you
Chitter chatter?
chitter chatter would be good. Ed, did you post the roll call or shall I?
I did post a roll call and nobody responded, so I guess
Nobody's
it's
here.
I'm
just
here. I pay $100 for that.
Yeah, they're cool, aren't they? They also have them where you can get like your World of
That
Warcraft
wasn't the
character.
first doll.
It what?
That wasn't the first doll. There's two ahead of her. You know,
Oh,
two
is there?
above that picture.
do
Those
they
are dolls.
have a link in there where you can go to have that done? I
Oh, that must be. Oh, now here they are in the photo booth getting their picture taken to have it done.
How it's done, yeah. That is, look at that. That's so cool.
That is really neat.
A place called Doob. Yes, they do have a link. And give me a second. See if I can't pull that up in a separate thing, and see if I can't find. Okay, you know what? Let me just Google Doob. There we go. Doob-3D. I'm sorry, doob3d.com. So there we go, and I'll grab that link for everybody here. Copy link address. Pop it over here for everyone. Boink. Oh, that's a lot of fucking no.
Victoria Schultz is still with us. She says it's been a long day. She needs a bath, and then she has to get some sleep. Dream of me, sweetie. Nude, of course.
It's nice when you have permission. There we go, and I'm posting once the picture loads.
Ian's still hanging with us.
Oh, that'd be interesting. Get these figurines for your wedding cake.
Oh, that'd be cool.
So yeah, it's very cool. Apparently, and from what it's saying here, figurines are about. Oh, a Barbie-esque 10-inch model goes for $400. 14-inch, that's closer to your old school G.I. Joe doll, about $700. But you go into a scanning booth and they scan you all the way around.
It's still pretty cool, though.
It is. I don't quite have that much give a damn about what I look like to get a doll that expensive. For 100, I'd consider it. For 400 to 700, no, I'm okay. Okay, so let's get a chit-chatty topic. What's that, Aaron? You're shaking your hands and whatnot.
Oh, just the whole thought of spending that much on a doll.
Well, especially a doll of me.
Well,
Yes.
for $2,000, you can get a real-life sex doll.
That looks like me.
Yes.
Sure.
So when people tell me to go fuck myself, I'll be like, okay, I got this one handled. Okay.
He's forgiven me.
Uh-oh, did you upset the kitty?
Yeah, Kitty's got had to get medicine today.
Oh, what kind of medicine?
Pills. So very traumatic.
I understand.
Pills and flea meds. So it's very traumatic for them.
Yes, it is. It's
And yeah, especially the very sensitive gray cat.
Sensitive physically or emotionally?
Yes.
Gotcha.
He's deaf in one ear, blind in the same, missing an eye, born without it, and other issues. So very sensitive, very weird.
Let's see here. I'll pull up a topic we could discuss. So here's 9 fads that were banned from schools. Now this is not recent. This is over time. Do
Rock and roll.
we all remember the slap bracelets?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They
Hurt
were.
myself with many.
Yeah, well, that's exactly it. Yeah, they were banned.
Yep.
One kid in Chappaqua, New York, got 3 stitches on a lacerated hand,
Mm.
and slap bracelets were ruined for the rest of us.
Yep.
Is there anybody that doesn't remember those?
Must be after my time.
Okay, so they were a strip of flexible steel, kind of like a piece of a nation blind, covered in fabric. And they had all kinds of colors or logos or whatnot on them, and you would have this almost ruler-like thing, and you'd hit it on your wrist, and it would wrap around your wrist like a bracelet. But apparently,
Now they're made out of plastic, so you don't cut yourself.
or a bitch.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And they were invented by a metal shop teacher in 1983. Originally
He
called
only
the
had 3 fingers.
See, I graduated in '83, so it's after my time.
There you go.
That they weren't popular until much later, though.
Yeah, late 80s, early 90s. And yeah, a lot of day glow varieties. Very MTV generation type thing.
Remember when MTV played music?
Yes.
I do. Yeah. Then there was.
I remember music videos before there was an MTV.
Mm-hmm.
One of my earliest memories that I can still remember is actually seeing Thriller on MTV.
Yeah.
It's
world premiere.
Yeah, I remember the Friday
remember
night
that.
or Saturday night shows.
Friday night videos, yep.
Yeah. And they were all music videos, and you'd only get like 12 of them before, that hour or 2 hours or whatever was up. And yeah, that's kind of what took over after things like, Ed, help me out here, the dance shows of the 70s, where they basically
Yes.
just...
Soul Train.
Soul
Soul
Train,
Train.
thank you, yeah. Yeah, which
Yeah,
would
they
that
thought-
even... Because that was basically like, here's a studio, well, it's a club, but it's in a studio, and we just play music, and people dance, and sometimes people get on stage and dance. That was the whole show, right?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Could a
But
show
it was
like that...
awesome.
That's because we couldn't see things like that except in the movies. Well, I guess if you went to a club, you might.
If people watch Hairspray, the movie,
Mm-hmm.
the show that's like on there is what we had.
That's true. The Courtney
Yeah.
or Corky Cox show? Not Courtney Cox, that's somebody else.
Corny Collins.
Corny Collins show. Pogs is number 2.
Oh, I still have some.
So they were, of course, like silver dollar sized cardboard discs. And they had a game that went with them where you'd hit them with the metal one and you'd try to flip them over and you got to keep it. Yeah, they're saying in the article, Pogs became the centerpiece of an international underage gambling ring that swept like a plague across America's schoolyards in '95.
Yes, it did.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, that was short-lived though. I don't remember that being around very long. So they're saying Pogs originated as a competitive game, and it may have been played on the Hawaiian island of Maui as early as the 1920s.
It used to be made out. It used to be like milk caps,
Mm-hmm.
and you can still buy them.
Ah,
Okay.
it's saying were in fact discarded caps from popular Hawaiian drink made from passion fruit, orange, and guava, Pog, and distributed by the Halalika Dairy of Maui. So that's interesting. But yeah, I remember in the 50s and 60s where people collected and traded milk caps. Or was there a game associated? I mean,
Pog was an extension of that.
So,
Okay.
yeah, that was before my time. But Ed, do you remember playing with milk caps as a kid?
We had marbles.
I used to play marbles.
Ironically, if you look up Pogs to buy on Amazon, they offer you to purchase slap bracelets at the same time.
That's great. They must be
Nice.
listening to the show. You're like, shit, that shit relates. Hold on, Ian posted something. Let's see what he had to say. Maybe a. Oh, see, Ian, headbanger's ball, missed my hair.
Yes, headbanger's ball.
That explains why he wears a hat in the profile picture. Number 3, Andrea, Garbage Pail Kids.
Oh my god, I found my collection today when I cleaned out my nightstand.
They began as a
I remember
joke
those.
and rapidly became an elementary school sensation.
Yes.
1985, Cabbage Patch Kid had just taken the buying public by storm, and somebody went, let's make some stupid ass cards to go with this shit. That makes fun of it.
Well, and there's stickers, so
Yeah.
you get stickers.
And they came
Put
with
it on your trapper keeper.
Yeah, so combined trading cards and booger jokes.
Yes.
Oh, yes, Garbage Pail Kids.
Can't keep up.
Fabulous.
Gross Out Gang.
Yes.
An article in the Sun Sentinel, which is a Florida paper I grew up with, from the February of '86 sums it up pretty well. A principal from public school number 6 in Manhattan called the cards, quote, nasty and unkind. They make fun of the way people look and act.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how adults felt. By the way, I do have Trekkie Travis
I know, I gave that to you.
up in my living room. And then they made a movie, which was, I don't know if I've even seen it.
They made a movie.
Oh, yeah.
That's just too
It
much.
received an absolute 0% on Rotten Tomatoes. Even Howard the Duck got 15%.
Oh.
Hey now, Howard the Duck was bloody awesome.
I enjoyed it. And now that he's like, appearing in Guardians of the Galaxy, I'm kind of like, is there another one in the making? Because I'd love to see it redone. Mind you, we won't have what's-her-name in it, in her Leah Thompson in her tank top and panties.
Why
But
not?
they'll find somebody else.
Yeah,
No one. They'll probably put Black Widow.
Scarlett Johansson, yeah.
Then the Furby is number 4.
I hated those. Ooh.
Yeah, I brought one of the, I was given one of those, and I'm like, what do I do with this thing? I know I'll take it to work, even though so I don't ever have to see it again.
How'd that go?
I walked in the building, went, I'll bring this in. It's never gonna leave. Roger that. And they're like, and it went up on on my desk, and it just stayed. Everybody walked by, was like, you freaking moron! Like what? I wanted to throw it. I wanted to get rid of it. I worked in one of those facilities where you couldn't. They were so afraid that it would record your audio that you couldn't bring it back out because they were afraid it would record something.
The Furby was designed with the capacity to develop a vocabulary in up to 24 human languages.
They now have a thing that they're selling called Hatchimals, and you have to like bust this thing out of the egg, and it's basically like a Furby in the egg.
Oh, so like, talk.
I don't know if you're supposed to sit on it like real chickens do, but some surprise pseudo animal comes out of this speckled egg. Hatchimal.
All right, let me see if I can find that.
Hold on while I stick this egg in my ass. I'll let you know how this turns out.
Does it vibrate? Oh my god, that's... Okay, let's see.
Hatchimals.
Oh, what
they're scary looking. Sea Furby.
Okay, let's go into a song and we'll come back and discuss the rest of this list while you look that up. What do we got here? We got some Crimson Clocks coming up next.
Those are the collectors.
And we got a 4.5-minute break if anybody needs that.
Yeah.
We mentioned Furbies. Ed's like, God, I gotta leave.
Don't look, Kata.
Yes.
On a topic of nudism, for a long time, actually, Twitch would actually ban male broadcasters if they showed a nipple.
Really?
Yes. In the effort of being fair.
Okay.
Because it's not legal for female broadcasters to show a nipple. So they went, fine. We're tired of listening to y'all, bitch. We're just going. It's across the board. Male or female, you show nipples, you're banned.
I don't really have a problem with that.
And they've recently lightened that up because of the IRL section of Twitch, where people are allowed to do things like exercise and that kind of stuff. Where a lot of guys will take off their shirt because they're freaking hot because they're pumping iron or doing stuff like that, or leading workout shows and they're sweating, so they lose the shirt. I still think it's not fair that it's not across the board that now they still ban women if they do that. But it's definitely an interesting little thing.
Oh, Rachel's popped in. She's posting from Anaconda, Montana, and Ed said, "You didn't have to go all the way to Montana to find an anaconda. You could have stopped by my house."
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what Andrea just posted.
It's a thing for Hatchimals. They're weird.
They are so weird. These kids are going nuts over them.
Kids in general are nuts.
Huh. So,
$50.
Captain Marvel is actually going to take place. Its timeline is going to be in the 90s.
Oh, really?
Yes. Which is prior to Iron Man.
Yeah.
Is where its placement's going to be.
Interesting to back it up like that.
They're now allowed to introduce the Skrulls. The Skrulls. I mean the shapeshifters.
You know, I heard that they were considering a ROM the Space Knight TV show. Or maybe they were going to introduce them on Marvel Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I don't remember.
I think they were going to do a S.H.I.E.L.D.
That might be. Which I was kind of glad to hear that. I like it when they bring up, like Guardians of the Galaxy was this vague group that nobody really knew. Even comic book fans were like, who? I mean, I knew who they were, but... And look how great it did.
It was... Mm-hmm. I thought that was like, really? Why are you bringing these guys in? Nobody knows them, and yet it's one of their best ones ever.
Yeah. Yeah.
But also, that was, I think, the first one that they got their full development cycle on after Disney fired the movie director at the movie division of Marvel, and went and handed it to Kevin Feige, the old CEO of Marvel.
Okay.
That's who went, because up until that point, both Robert Downey Jr. and Chris Evans are like, we're done when our contracts are up. Peace.
Gotcha. And we're coming back, just so you know. You don't have to stop talking about this. Just need to know you're coming back.
That's all good.
And we're back. We're actually discussing some Marvel movies. And now, Aaron, you opened this up talking about Captain Marvel is going to be set in the 90s, and we moved on to talk about Rom the Space Knight and Guardians of the Galaxy. So these more vague heroes that they're bringing in that I'm appreciative of. Because as much as I like the big names, I feel like you could do more with the lesser known people, like Cloak and Dagger is getting their own TV series. I'm very excited by that.
Yeah. Oh. I actually don't know who they are. So
it was a Daredevil. I want to say a Daredevil offshoot, but I might be wrong. But they definitely starred in Daredevil. They were in Hell's Kitchen. Tandy, rich white girl, ran away from home, and Tyrone, a young black street kid who stuttered, and they both got caught by drug dealers and experimented on with new drugs, and they gained powers. Hers to throw light daggers that actually purifies your system, so she hits a druggie, it actually, like, instant rehab. And Cloak, Tyrone, he basically is made out of the same material of, like, the negative zone, or the negative prime material plane. So if somebody entered his cloak and then they came out, they were like a gibbering mess as he drew almost their life force out of them. So I'm curious to see, where this will go and how that'll go.
Yeah, that actually sounds interesting, and it will be on the show time slot formerly known as ABC Family.
And by the way, good night to Ian if he hasn't already signed off. He
Yeah.
signed off
Good,
during a
good
song.
night. Yeah.
So Ed, do you have any interest in that?
I came in the middle.
Well, I know you like superhero stuff.
Oh yeah, I love superhero stuff.
So, we're talking superheroes at this point.
Oh yeah, I'm interested.
So, do you know who Cloak and Dagger is?
No, those were actually heroes that I've never heard before.
What
Heard of
about
before.
Rom the Space Knight? Do you remember him? He
Nope.
came from outer space, came to Earth because the Dire Wraiths had come to Earth and they were shapeshifters. So I think Dire Wraiths were kind of they had the Skrulls, they had Super Skrull, and they went, we want more like this. And they brought these shape-shifting things that would basically suck humans dry, take their form, and run around as humans, creating chaos. And Rom the Space Knight, who looked like a suit of armor with a toaster for a head, with Knight Rider eyes, little red LEDs. He had a ray that can, expose them as what they were, as well as being able to destroy them. And of course, when they look like normal humans, when he destroyed them, people went, you just killed Senator Bob or the Milkman or whatever.
Not the milkman.
Yeah, the Milkman, say bye to Dad. So I just love these lesser known, more vague heroes or anti-heroes or whatever. Oh, there's a trailer. Ooh.
Yeah, I haven't watched it yet, but this popped up as the show was beginning, and I was like, okay, well, I'll post this for everybody to see.
Yeah, I'll be watching that afterwards. It's horrible to take, hold on, I need to ignore the whole show for 3 minutes while I watch this trailer. So, we could go back to talking about the 9 fads. We got 4 more things that were banned, or we could talk about how the pussy pastor is bringing sex to Christianity, or we can go on about superheroes.
I think we should finish our topic. At least I want to know what the other 4 fads are.
So, I'm going to mispronounce this because I could never pronounce it. Tamagotchis.
Yes.
Tamagotchis. Oh yeah.
They're actually making a comeback.
They are, aren't they?
But they're not a separate device, but for your phone.
See, this was my frustration with Pokemon Go is I couldn't put it on my pocket and walk around because my phone would time out. And of course it drained, though it had its screensaver thing when you turned it upside down, the power saving mode, it just wasn't enough. So I wouldn't mind seeing an app where it runs in the background, kind of like your step counter when you have your exercise program on your phone.
Yeah.
That would be good. But yeah, these were little egg-shaped keychain things with this horrible, not even 8-bit. Was it an 8-bit critter? Would you say?
Not even 8-bit.
Okay, so maybe a 4-bit. 1-bit. It's a block.
Actually, I think it was a 2-bit. Actually, I think it's 2 bits. It was the block or no block.
Let me see here, because I'm looking at a picture of it. Did I post this article for everyone? Hold on a second. Let me go post this article. And I'll see if the description tells us how many bits. Hey, there's Jamin.
Yay!
What'd he say? He commented on my post. Hope he's doing okay. I can't find my post. Let me do it this way then.
He forgot he's been busy compiling medical records for an insurance thing he's got to go through. Good luck with that, man.
Yeah, if you're listening.
And we're thinking about you always, so
yeah.
Good luck with that.
He's one of our regulars that's been around for quite a while with us here. But yeah, these things, they gained popularity. Kids walked around with them hatching eggs or killing eggs. And it just got annoying to teachers, and they went, stop bringing these things. And of course, that ran the interest in them up. Now, here's something I never heard of. Scalbidu.
Huh?
Or
when was this?
Yeah, I know. It doesn't give you.
It's not Scooby-Doo.
Refers to spools of brightly covered PVC plastic string used to weave cheap jewelry and personal keepsakes. Through an array of stitching and knotting techniques, flexible plastic strands are used to make friendship bracelets, keychains, any number. Okay, it shows like this freaking awesome dragon. I remember these now.
Oh
I
yeah,
was
we
gonna
we
say-
we weave the bracelet together.
Yeah.
That's still actually a big thing.
Yeah, and it's
My daughter would spend hours making them for her friends.
they call it GIMP now. See, if they had said that, I would have recognized it.
I think that's why it's no longer a fad because they changed the name.
Could be. It's it was came into existence one night in 1959 while a musician named Sacha Distel was visited by fans, and they made a gift for him by fashioning electrical wire into something for him. I remember these. Ed, you'll remember these. Clackers.
Is that the two little balls on a?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
My sisters had them. These were in the 70s. And they were like a fucking bola.
That was before my time.
Well, they were one of the original fidget spinners. But yeah, you essentially had like an 8 to 12-inch piece of rope or thick string with these heavy balls on it, and you made them clack, clack, clack.
And try not to hurt
Oh,
yourself.
those, yeah. My dad gave me one of those. I played with them for
10 minutes.
Actually, I would use it to annoy my sister a lot.
Number 8 is silly bands. Remember the rubber bands that would take a shape?
Oh, yeah.
Now these were they were originally made to be a rubber band you wouldn't throw away, so it would stop waste.
But then they're all over the house.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still finding them.
Yeah, you did. So, yeah, they could be shaped like anything. Dinosaurs, superheroes.
You had to collect them all.
Yeah. So, why did they ban them? For kids everywhere generally means all the different areas of your school can show them compared to your friend's collection.
Because everybody would wear all of them.
Cut off circulation.
And teachers got tired of telling the kids to stop messing with them.
That's pretty much it. And the last one, and I love this one, the Atomic Energy Lab. Back in 1951, A.C. Gilbert was an extremely successful toy maker for inventing the groundbreaking Erector set. In many ways, precursor to all subsequent construction-themed toys.
Little bits of metal.
Less influential was his U-238 Atomic Energy Lab, which is exactly what it sounds like. For the fairly reasonable sum of $49.50, one could purchase a set containing an electroscope, a Geiger-Muller counter, a Wilson cloud chamber, and, oh yeah, 4 glass jars containing uranium-bearing ore samples.
Oh, yeah. Can I get some?
Yeah, it came with radioactive material.
Nice.
And this is bad how?
It's science. Less science.
So, according to the booklet included with your kit, one suggested use for your new uranium and Geiger counter was playing hide and seek with the gamma ray source. In writing about his invention in 1954, Gilbert reflected that the laboratory could be in no way characterized as dangerous.
Oh, no, not at all.
He includes precious few safety precautions with the kit. Such precautions were limited to the following advisement. Quote, users should not take ore samples out of their jars, for they tend to flake and crumble and would run the risk of having radioactive ores spread out in your laboratory. This would raise the level of your background count.
Yeah, don't open that, kids. They're going to listen. What's the ages for that? 3 and up?
I don't know, but it came in a really cool case.
Yeah.
Ed, have you seen these things?
I remember seeing them in the Sears Robot catalog when I was a kid.
See, I remember.
I dated myself.
Ed, you're not that old.
In middle school, I failed one grade, or one class in one grade, and I thought I was going to have to repeat that. And I decided that I was going to commit suicide. And how I was going to do this, I was going to go to Toys R Us because they had a chemistry kit that included cyanide. Now, The end of this story is I was a kid. I didn't have the money for it, and though I planned to get the money throughout the summer, that didn't happen. So I went back to school the next year. But yeah, that was my plan: is cyanide in a chemistry kit out of Toys R Us. It might have been Lionel Playworld at the time instead of Toys R Us, where you turn that frown upside down. Sorry, Rachel. Kevin's not on tonight.
She's not listening. She's
okay.
Yeah, just following.
Victoria, say goodnight to all your clacking balls.
Good night, Victoria. And good night to Brian. So that closes down that article.
That's a great lab, though.
Ain't that a cool lab?
It really is. I actually would like. Wouldn't mind having something similar to that, just without the radioactive bits.
You might have it on Amazon.
You get yours. The opening line for How the Pussy Pastor is Bringing Sex and Christianity Together is, quote, Jesus had a penis and wet dreams, end quote.
That cat is not happy.
He wants to play fetch.
Oh.
Why don't you play fetch then?
Because his mouse is too far away.
Oh, so he doesn't bring it to you initially.
He has to. He drops it to where the waifu sits. Which makes it a little hard to get now. So now we have these a pair of tongs that we use to grab the mouse.
That's great.
Okay. Here's an article from Cosmo. 16 non-sexual things that are 100 times hotter than sex. I don't know about these. What?
Are they talking about comic books?
No, when it comes to sex, the internet is pretty much all the porn any woman could ever ask for. But if you're like me, you may be looking for something to get your rocks off in a totally non-sexual way. Thus, I've created a comprehensive list of things that are probably way likelier to give you an orgasm than sex. Number 1 is Rachel Maddow telling me everything is going to be okay. Number 2, youths saluting my bangs.
What?
Yeah, I don't even want to read the rest of the article. Either I'm not getting it or... What?
That's weird.
Number 4.
Next.
Number 4 is BBW, Big Beautiful Wings, Louisiana Dry Rub, Barbecue Buffalo. It doesn't matter, just fresh, undisturbed wings are in their natural habitat of my plate. Okay, I can kind of go with that one.
Kind of, but I can make you a better rub that is so much better than any type of wing.
I just like wings.
He does.
Yeah. A fountain.
Ed's got some wings for you.
But he does.
Anyhow, that's not an interesting article. Let's get rid of that one.
Thank you.
So we're going to go into a song here, then we're going to come back and wrap up the last couple minutes of the show. What do we got here? Feline and Strange with Big Ass. We'll be right back. And this is... Well, you got 4.5 minutes if anybody needs to get up.
Okay.
I suspect... Are you enjoying the sound of the pussy?
Yeah.
My usual setup usually cuts out that audio.
We don't mind it. Yeah, it's as much as we try to remain professional, the feel that we're actually in our natural environments is something that adds to the show, so it's okay. When I used to broadcast from home, we would have cats get on and purr into the mic to get pet and stuff.
Yeah, my cat does that too. A couple of them do. This cat at 10 a.m., 2 p.m., and about between 9 and 10 comes over for fetch. My channel can almost judge by what time it is by the sound of the cat, which cat's crying at what time.
That is some steadfast listeners or viewers you have.
Yeah, I have a few. Like, baby usually will crawl up on me at 2 o'clock and they go, "Oh, it's 2 o'clock. Why are you still on?"
It's time
type
for
things.
kitty.
It's time for kitty time.
Oh, Andrea,
Yes.
since we haven't sat down and made up the list of shows for August and September, I figure what we'll do is the first show in August, we will just make it a planning the next show.
Okay.
And
And
we'll
have
just,
people
yeah,
throw out ideas.
yeah.
Nice.
This way the audience feels
Bring it here, Ellie.
and we don't have to take extra time out to do all that considering
I can't throw it for you.
everything
We
going
can
on.
have a show about sex stuff and whatever.
I probably should get a matricula to make sure that my phone's vibrating. Woohoo.
Hmm.
What do we got? Yeah, see, that's the thing with Discord is every once in a while it's like, let me just send you notifications that you never got before.
You just mute the channel,
I
and
know,
it'll
but-
go away.
Yeah, and I do that, but then I get it, like 2 weeks later, suddenly I'm getting notifications for a channel again. I'm like, why the hell did it? I don't even know if it's the same channel because it's 2 weeks apart. I don't remember what channel it was. I don't know if somebody adds me to a new channel or what.
Yeah, it's. Then you run into my thing where I have, I think, 30 servers I'm attached to,
Mm-hmm.
and it keeps growing. In fact, I just got pulled into a new channel.
That's probably what's happening with me for whatever reason. It's not like anybody knows me. They're just probably pulling, a whole list over or something.
Yeah.
So I can use it for voice?
Yes. For OBS.
So would it not be doing voice on Twitch then?
No, you would still you would port it out to your OBS channel. When I do my tabletop streams, I use Skype for all my video and Discord for all of my voice because A, it sounds cleaner. B, Skype sometimes has problems and drops the call, and so that way and Discord tends to stay.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little more stable. So
can I get everybody on Skype on it?
If everybody joins the Discord channel, yeah.
Okay. Well, here's another problem. I'm using virtual cables to broadcast through Sam Broadcaster. So, unless if you're familiar with that, I wouldn't know how to switch it over.
I just actually wouldn't be that. What kind of virtual? I actually use virtual audio cables. That's why my setup got a little bit funky.
Okay.
Because I do a 2 PC setup, so I'm virtually sending all of my audio through my network. And to get my microphone and everything set up right, I had to connect it, shift things to my broadcast rig.
I understand. Okay, we're coming back. Okay, now we got about 10 minutes before we're all done and wrapped up here.
Yay.
So what other Marvel movies or DC? I know DC has Justice League coming out this year.
I'm hoping that DC actually pulls their act together. They did. I think Wonder Woman was their best movie since, honestly, Michael Keaton's Batman.
Really?
I am not a big fan of the Christian Bale trilogy. I think Heath Ledger was the best thing in the series.
Mm-hmm.
His acting was spot on and phenomenal, but the rest of it was kind of boring.
Mm-hmm.
There was no real story there. There was no suspense. With Wonder Woman, at least you didn't quite figure out who the bad guy was until it's like, wait a minute, could it be this guy? And then all of a sudden it goes, nah, it can't be him. And it was all throws in your face. It's like, your bad guy is this person.
I haven't actually seen it yet.
Okay, spoiler-ish.
No, it's okay. It's
but
I realize once you hit a certain point, you're going to learn something about the movie. So
yeah,
no
but
big deal. Mm-hmm.
Wonder Woman, I think, set the bar really high for Marvel. For Captain Marvel.
Good. Good.
To be able to set that strong one.
Well, I think with Deadpool and Logan being rated R, they have realized that we actually want more. We want a story, which as silly as Deadpool was, it had more to it than just here's some action.
Yeah.
And Logan definitely did also.
I agree. Now, I know a lot of comic book lovers that hated the movie.
Which one?
Logan.
I didn't think it was great as everybody went on. I thought it was good, but I didn't find it to be. Mm-hmm.
I think it was the best one yet out of the Wolverine movies.
Well, yeah, well, that's not terribly hard to do.
I thought it was good. It was almost great. Almost.
I just felt like since it was kind of old man Logan that it shouldn't have been done without being able to go. But yeah, it was okay. It was good.
Now, I've not read the Old Man Logan comic, so.
The problem with it is it has Spider-Man and Hawkeye in it and the Hulk, so they couldn't cross over. Sony owns rights to one, the actual Marvel.
It would be so cool if they did that because, I own those. That's like my favorite.
Yeah. It'd be a great one-off down the road.
Now, Hugh Jackman has stated that the next time he picks up the claws, it will be for Avengers or nothing.
That'd be cool.
But so he threw the gauntlet out there. Is like, hey, you want me to come back? You'll put me in the Avengers as Wolverine. Not saying that that's going to happen, but that's what he threw out there. Is like let the fan base push for the merger or push for the cooperation between the two.
Right. Now, have you heard about the? I don't have a good term for this. The Spider-Man spin-offs that Sony will be doing. There is a Venom movie where Venom will be facing Carnage. We don't know if there'll be a Spider-Man cameo or not, but they're looking at moving forward. And Silver Sable and Black Cat in a movie together.
Yes. Now, Sony said that they were MCU, and Fridge is like, sure, right. And about 3 or 4 days later, he comes back with the extra Spider-Man movies are not MCU movies.
Right. So and I'm perfectly good with them being, again, standalone movies. I don't, as much as I'm sure Sony wants a good franchise, they may do better doing one-shots and putting together a good movie instead of worrying about what's next.
There is also strong rumors that the Marvel First Family is coming back to Marvel.
Yeah, well, Marvel really cut their legs out from underneath them with that, with discontinuing the comic and all the other stuff. So, but I've never been a big fan of Fantastic Four anyway.
I've liked him as a good supporting cast.
Yeah.
But as a frontliner, nah. But I believe the Fantastic Four comic is back.
Is it?
Marvel's starting to let them do things again. So
it's just like when they stopped making any more mutants and using the word mutant in the comic books to cut their throat. Ed, any thoughts on any of this? No.
Yeah, I'm listening, enjoying.
It's we'll see how it goes. What's that?
I talked enough tonight. That's more than I ever talk.
Good point. It's I don't know. We'll see. On the
future looks bright for comic book movies, both DC and Marvel. I think that there some people are saying we're getting superhero overload with having four superhero movies a year.
I'm not.
I don't think so because
I think it's okay.
What, Kato?
superheroes are not going to be somebody else's. They're always going to hit on somebody else.
Yeah, they're always going to hit on somebody's superhero, was what Kato's saying. So,
Like Batman is not mine.
How about the
Yeah.
Orville? Are you looking forward to the Orville?
Actually, kind of.
I am. But I like
That.
Seth's work.
Yeah. That reminds me, the new Star Trek show. Who's going to watch that?
Nobody.
No.
Nobody, because it's on CBS All Access, and you have to pay for it.
The
It's
next
going to be the same way with the new Stargate. There's a new Stargate coming out, and they're doing the same way there. They're starting a channel just to show all the Stargate
but
shows.
Star Trek will be showing the very next day. It will air on Netflix.
Really?
I believe so. I believe that's what I last heard.
No, I
Double-check
believe
me.
that's actually
Heard that
only outside the
before.
United States.
Right. I had heard that before, and I was excited about it too. And the last time I read about it, it was what Aaron just said, only outside of the United States. I was like, well, that fucking sucks.
I'm not. No, it's going to be popular outside the U.S. on Netflix, and nobody in the United States is going to buy it because I'm sorry, I'm not paying $5 a month to watch Star Trek.
No, neither am I.
me neither. I'll wait till it comes on DVD.
I'm not going to pay $5 a month to watch Stargate. As much as I loved it, I'm not going to. You go to Netflix, you go to Amazon, you put your stuff through them. Because that's those, or you go to Hulu. You go to those three places, or even go to HBO for crying out loud, or one of those big names to push those videos through. Because otherwise, 90% of Americans are going to go, I can't afford that, especially the millennials. Like, I'm not paying for that.
That's true. Well, it's due to air September 24th for the new Star Trek. And let me see if this article has licensed the series to Bell Media for broadcast in Canada and to Netflix for another 188 countries. For Canada, the premiere will be broadcast on CTV the same night as the U.S. premiere, and subsequent episodes initially aired on Bell Science cable channels, space, blah, blah, blah. For other countries, Netflix will release each episode of the series for streaming within 24 hours of its U.S. debut. It's not clear if it's going to air in the U.S. on anything except for their CBS All Access.
Yeah.
But I tell you
That's where it's
what,
going.
you give it a month of flopping because nobody has access to it, and they'll change their tune pretty quick.
Probably, yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, they're out to make money, and if they're not making the money the way 10 years ago, this plan would have worked. When Netflix was first being birthed, this would have been genius. Now?
Yes.
No.
No, they need to contract it out to, like we said, the other known entities that people already pay for.
You know, it would have been great if they hooked up with the Sci-Fi Channel and put Sci-Fi back on track.
Yes.
Somebody needs to.
I don't know. Does anybody have cable anymore?
I do. Barely watch it. I just keep trying to convince. I pay for it to watch Food Network once or twice a month.
There we go. Okay, so this article is saying, yeah, CBS All Access for US and Canada and on Netflix for international audiences. So it looks like, yeah, you're right, and
We're screwed.
Yeah,
so
I'm not watching it.
I'll watch the Orville.
Yeah.
So Stargate's getting a new series, huh?
Also, following on the same thing. It's going to be on the Stargate website, and you have to pay for it.
Yeah, I don't think that.
I'm also not keen on the premise, where the premise is...
Yeah, me neither. How are they going to draw from that?
Yeah, there's nothing... It's supposed to be a young Catherine Langley back in... Well, actually, it could be the whole what's going on during the digs, and them breaking the canopy jars, and introducing the series back then, though they are trying to essentially reboot the series. Mm-hmm. Anyway, and that could be set up to change the direction that They're saying the show's good. It happened in that universe. I think is what they're saying.
Well, finish universe.
Not going to happen. They have a comic coming out finally to wrap that up.
See, what I originally heard is the movie was going to reboot the whole thing because the original movie was supposed to be a trilogy and it never happened, and they were going to reboot the whole thing with a trilogy of movies. I didn't even know about a TV series, but it looks like the movie has been canceled, according to articles from November of last year. Good night to Rachel.
And this is they're going to do a TV show to start the reboot process.
We'll see. Well, anyhow, let's go to next week. Now, next week we have... Oh, hold on. Let me go get the actual title of the show. What do we got?
Fire, jugs, and dangerous jobs.
Juggling, fire eating, and other dangerous and self-destructive hobbies and careers. That's a hell of a long title.
So, Twitch streaming.
Yeah. It's that too. We're actually going to have Kevin Crew has done juggling and fire eating, and so has Greg Chapman, who'll be on the show. Andrea's played with fire a little bit. We're going to have them on discussing this sort of stuff and just have a good time with that. So make sure you join us for next week, and hopefully we'll have cool new gadgets and gizmos for our Twitch channel to keep us amused. I think we're just going to... I'm not going to play the last song. It's a 4-minute, 40-second song. We're just going to skip that because we talked.
Oh, that's what we do.
Yeah. Instead, we'll just talk for another 2 minutes. We'll be okay. Then we'll wrap up the show. But Aaron, thank you for jumping in and joining us in the middle of everything.
Oh, no worries. I appreciate being here. Next week's topic also can continue the nudist topic because of your whole fire and destructive behaviors.
Yeah. We need a closing toast. Ed, you ran the show. You got anything?
Get naked, y'all.
There we go.
Here, here.
Cheers.
That is good stuff. I'm definitely going to have to wash that glass before I put it back in my bag, though. Okay, so we'll catch you all next week. You have a good one. Keep it safe, steamy dreams, and all that.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.
Okay. Aaron, do you want to hang out and give me some clues and hints real quick, or?
Sure.